Get into it, y'all. So Donald Trump just recently released these MLK files um, after they threatened to release the Epstein files on him. And my whole thing with MLK is this: I was never really a big fan of MLK. See what I'm saying? Out of all our leaders, the people that I look up to was usually I like the Malcolm X approach. You hear me talk about the Florida Seminoles and how they went ahead and they took matters in their own hands. I like the leaders that they took matters into their own hands and they handle business. You see what I'm saying? So when we think of MLK, we think of somebody who's very peaceful and who's very he was very compliant. Yeah, Malcolm X and John Horse, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was very compliant. He was trying to, he had the civil rights movement. He wanted to integrate with white people. And he wanted us to be respected as humans with white people. And personally, I didn't respect that. You know what I'm saying? No offense to MLK, but I never respected that kind of way of going about dealing with these people, knowing that they showed us how savage they are and, how much they don't care about us. See what I'm saying? But after, I started doing more research on MLK and I started realizing that he was more strategic than we often give him credit for. See what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a safe place. I mean, it all depends on what kind of place. I mean, sometimes it could be safe. Anyways, so MLK, I just ain't like his approach like that. But when I studied and looked more into it, his peacemaking or the way he went about things, I think he was trying to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? I think the point he was trying to prove that we as black people are more civilized than they are. And he wanted to embarrass them on live TV. So, when you turn on the TV, you just see black folks getting hosed, dogs we getting attacked. Appreciate that, sis. Dogs out here getting the dogs on us. We getting shot with rubber bullets, real bullets, all kind of crazy. This is on live TV being broadcast. And I think he wanted to show the world what kind of savages we were dealing with. So, and although, you know what I'm saying, I understand that, you know what I'm saying, I get it. You wanted to show that this is who they are. I still felt like he should have been more aggressive with his approach. And then closer to the end of, before they assassinated him, closer to the end of his life, he went ahead and he started to change the way he went about, being a revolutionary. At one point he was AI put girl. At one point, he came out and he admitted that he made a huge mistake, which was socially integrating us with white people. That should have never been the goal. So he started to change his mind frame. Jay, boy, what's good? He started to change his mind frame closer to the end of his life. James Brown said he agreed more with Malcolm than MLK because of his peaceful approach. Right. But then closer to the end of his life, he started to change the approach. And then I started noticing that he started to speak more on economics than civil rights and social integration closer to the end. And when Trump released these files, and you guys read these files, I didn't read everything. I just wrote the most important things. And he would go and cheat on his girl, hold on. Hold on. We'll talk about that later. And when he released these files, you see that his whole approach changed. Boy, MLK was a gangster. Yeah, long story short, MLK was a gangster. At first he started a little bit too, bitch ass for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of an aggressive than I am the peaceful approach. But at the end of his life, he said, you know what? Wait a minute. He said, hold on now. He said, you know what? We need to start attacking the economic game. See what I'm saying? And he came out with the WSP, the Washington Spring Project in 1968. And basically, this act was to pretty much demand the government to start funding underdeveloped neighborhoods and to end poverty. And during those times, there's only two people. There's only one group of people who were really poor. You know what I'm saying? And the people who were poor was the majority of us. See what I'm saying? So this was basically his form of reparations for us. You see what I'm saying? This is what he started. The closer he got to the end of his life, this was the fight that he put up, was to get economics for our neighborhoods, guaranteed jobs or income, fair wages, decent housing and healthcare. So Martin Luther King said, fuck civil rights, fuck social integration. We need economics. We need they've been embarrassing since the beginning of time, right? We need, you know what I'm saying? We need group economics. And that's when they decided to take him out. So, and I think that's very strong and that's a very powerful message, because they kept him alive when he was all about, we all need to be one. We all need to be coming together. We all need to, we're all here. Then he turned around and said, man, fuck that. We need money. MLK say, man, we need some money. Forget that. You know what I'm saying? Forget holding hands. We want money. Right. And in my opinion, that makes him the best leader out of all the leaders I just mentioned. Even though I prefer the Malcolm X approach, even though I prefer the John Horst approach, we're living in times right now where it's more of an economic game more than it is. MLK tricked y'all out of elevation with the false promise of integration. Listen, players mess up, dog. Down to earth players mess up. You know what I'm saying? We all can't be correct all the time. We all mess up. So his approach wasn't, it wasn't the best. I'm pretty sure Malcolm X went through a period where he done changed his philosophies. So I'm saying we all are allowed to elevate or change our views on things. You know what I'm saying? So I was the same way. I looked at him like a sucker. I thought, forgive me, but I thought MLK was a sucker. I said, there ain't no way in hell I'm not going to be out here talking about some damn, we want to be one with YT folks. But closer to the end, you started seeing that he got more strategic on their ass. See what I'm saying? He got more strategic on his ass. And guess what? There was, okay, bye. Was there something that you wanted to say, the Queen, you wanted to get added on? Let me go ahead and request to get added on so we can get you on here. There's something that you wanted to say. He said before he passed, he said he may have integrated us into a burning house. Exactly. See what I'm saying? He might have integrated us into a burning house. Right. So, players are allowed to mess up. What's going on, Bree? You know what I'm saying? So, black people don't need YT people for nothing except to get out the way. And we need them reparations. You know what I'm saying? We need that debt. We ain't going to let them off the hook from the debt. I love black Americans. I'm tired of the conflicts. There is no conflict. This is America. America is a battleground. I mean, I'm sorry. Listen, to all my immigrant friends, I'm sorry America isn't the land of milk and honey like they told you it was. I'm sorry that they tricked you into believing leaving your homeland and coming over here was better. I'm sorry you thought black Americans were going to be, I don't know what standards you have for us. I'm sorry that we weren't, you know what I'm saying, as opening that we was opening as you thought. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry YT folks tricked you into believing this was a safe place. What's going on, Sage? Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we try to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, back to what I was saying. This fight for economics, I think, as a whole, that needs to be what we need to continue to fight for. At the end of the day, this is an economic battle. This is no longer a fight, a fist fight. It could be a fist fight. It could get physical. But I think the agenda, when we look at our elders like Dr. Claude Anderson, Martin Luther King, the push for economics, group economics, is more important. That's what we need to be fighting right now. Say, Shiz, what's going on?
I'm exhausted.
Oh man, who done tired you out?
Well, I know that you know that this whole discourse with the Africans is still going on, and I'm in shock. I'm floored.
What's been going on?
So, when this whole situation started out, I wanted to be fair and impartial, right? And I tried to tell them that Essence Fest kind of set the stage for all of this, but what made it worse was the poor customer service in these African braid shops. And me and my best friend have had poor experiences in these African braid shops.
Right. Okay.
So I tried to tell the Africans, hey, Black Americans, that's not in our history. That's not in our nature to be whatever you're accusing us of being. It's literally because of the crappy customer service and the poor jobs that some of y'all are doing on our hair, and that it's not exclusive to the Africans because, again, we drag our own Black American hairstylists for their own unprofessionalism. Look, I'm on the beauty side, the Black beauty side of TikTok for hair, nails, makeup, lashes, okay? And we've been complaining about them for the longest time. But what's frustrating me is when they hit us with, y'all don't boycott Lululemon, y'all don't boycott the Asians, y'all don't boycott. I'm like, what are you talking about? We have.
Yeah,
If
right.
if you know us, we have. It's up and stuck for everybody. And so it's gotten so bad to where I'm tempted to make a video with all the alphabet soup government agencies that people can call these people on. I'm talking about the IRS, the Department of Labor. You can contact your attorney general. You can contact the health department in your state because I heard in some of these shops they got roaches and it's
Ooh,
nasty in there. So y'all, because what made me the most mad is that when you have customers coming online complaining about your service, all they did was double down and give an arrogant response. They were just like, there's nothing wrong with those braids. You need to wrap your hair better. You only paid a certain amount of money. Don't expect that type the customer service that you want. I'm like, listen, I used to get my hair done in the 90s when I was a little girl at the shops and in the early 2000s. And there was a certain it's it's just certain stuff that you're used to. So then when you go into the African braid shops and they're like acting a certain way and talking to a certain way and being the way that they are, or if you go to even a Black American stylist in her home and she's being rude and nasty, you don't want to go back.
right,
So
right.
but it's the simple fact that it's their arrogant response to coming into predominantly Black American communities and then giving crappy customer
Oh,
service.
you done got the African queen mad. She said she finna hop off. She finna hop off her fake spam page to go to her real page so she could get to you. So she coming up soon. Well, go ahead. Go
But like
ahead.
I was saying, it's their arrogant response
What's going
to
on, Halo?
to us complaining about the service in the stores.
What Sage? What you want them to do? They're from the Congos and the jungles of the ass crack of Africa. They don't got no damn customer service skills. Right. They used to braiding hair and a giraffe walk by or a lion gives birth
I,
outside their house.
and listen, it's just a simple fact that I've been called a slave. I've been called EBT queen. I mean, I've never made any disparaging comments to them. And just me trying to be fair and impartial in how they're responding and saying that it's xenophobia. I'm like, ma'am, y'all African people saw them videos of the women fighting in the braid salon while the lady was trying to get her hair done. Is that appropriate? That's not professional, especially if I'm spending $300 to $400.
Right.
That's not
Okay.
okay.
But I'm saying, Sage, what do you want? What are you expecting from them? They come from the ass crack of Africa. What I'm trying to say is a lot of these people, these Caribbeans, these Africans, they're coming from savage, barbaric places. So I'm saying, and they're not really used to coming here and being civilized. A lot of us are civilized. We come from civilized backgrounds. Our parents taught us how to be respectful. So I'm saying they don't really got those kind of teachings. So when you do get customer service by them, they tend to be a little bit, rude unless you're from their culture and you understand
But
where they're
they,
coming from.
but this is the thing, right? They have to understand that when you come to, it's just really frustrating because in America, we're really, really nice. Because a lot of the stuff we do here in the United States of America, I would never go to somebody else's country and do. If I go to somebody else's country, I'm going to make sure I acclimate myself to whatever the culture is and I take the time to learn about that culture. But because we've been so nice over here, they come over here and think that they can just talk to us any old kind of way and do whatever.
Right.
And when I listen, and the other thing is,
Sage came on here to rant.
No,
Hey,
because it's just
whoever mess with Sage, but we coming for you, boy, because she ain't letting us. She really hurt right now. Go ahead, Sage. Tell the people how you really feel. Because it do need to be addressed, though.
and the whole thing is I didn't know this is the thing. I did not know nothing about none of what was going on with the Africans because I don't live in the big city. I live in Hampton Roads in southeastern VA where it's basically white and black. It's white and black and you got a sprinkle of immigrants, but you don't really see them. So a lot of these people they live in like a bubble in the big city of their own people that congregate, and because they're so used to being in that bubble, they don't realize that there's a whole United States of America and a bunch of black people outside of the city and that they're outnumbered. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it's only Africans that go to our businesses. And I'm like, okay, so my problem is black Americans have over a $2 trillion spending power, GDP.
Right.
You mean to tell me that if black Americans were to boycott y'all businesses, right? You
Mhm.
mean to tell me that wouldn't affect y'all?
They would. They would affect. So let's do it. I mean, we should be doing this anyways. We should be practicing group economics. See what I'm saying? We should be catering to our own. This is how it should be.
And this is the other thing I tried to explain to them, right? I tried to explain to one lady that this is the problem. When the Nigerians come here, they have their Nigerian flags in their bios and they holding their Nigerian flags. When the Jamaicans come here, they hold up their flags. When the Haitians come here, they have their flags in their bio. When they come to the United States of America, they click up with each other, and you know that that's like little Haiti or little Jamaica or little whatever
Right.
Nigeria or little Senegal in
Hmm.
whatever place that they're congregating with and that they're representing. So that's why black Americans are like, hey, these people are coming here and doing this and repping who they are proudly. We're in literally our home country. Why can't we do the same thing?
Right. We should
That's
be
why
able.
I put the Black American Heritage flag. Well, they don't have an emoji for it yet, but I put the colors for the Black American Heritage in my username, in my bio, my what you
Mhm.
call it.
Right.
So, and listen, I've never had issues with immigrant people because I guess it's because of where I live. And it's southeastern Virginia, so they're very racist, and they don't play that having a whole bunch of immigrants coming here without cracking down. They don't play that. But no, I'm being serious. That's one of the reasons why I think in New York, the stuff you see in New York City, you don't see as
It's
much in the American South because of how racist it is.
right. Right. Down, Florida. Do you have something to say, ma'am?
Oh man, I just miss being on here. Hey Sage. I'm
Good evening. How you doing?
Hey girl, I'm sorry you're going through that up there, but I was just coming on here because I'm just waiting for the ops in the comments to come up here and speak loudly on their accent and tell us what's good. I mean, they're in the comments and just going off. I want them on the panel.
I'm
What?
trying to add them, but you know what I'm saying? They start running away when I
I mean,
click
we
the
don't
invite.
bite, but the thing is, my whole thing is that, I had this one Nigerian girl that I got into it with real bad
Mhm.
because she was talking so bad about the West and America. I'm like, where are you from? She was like, I'm from Nigeria. And she was basically saying Nigerian women were better. And I'm like, but why are you over here? If it's so much better in Nigeria, why are you over here talking mess and complaining about the West when you could be back home? So me and her were going at it for the past few days. And then she blocked me after I asked her, why is Nigeria getting banned from everywhere? Like they're not letting y'all get visas no more and letting y'all come in the countries no more. So what's up with that? So
Well,
it's really
Hold on, Sage. You're making a great point right now because I just want you guys to realize that the Nigerians, they're the most boycotted Africans in Africa. I didn't know you could boycott an African in Africa. I'm talking about the South Africans kicking them out, everybody kicking kicking their ass out. But the funny thing about it is they come to America and they start acting like, oh, this is new. What? Delineate? What? Why would you do that? Why would you want to delineate from your own kind? You practice delineation in your country, on your continent. It's no different. You start acting crazy, we're gonna kick you out. Why are you acting like you don't know this is how it goes? Like Africa is the king at being able to say, all right, nigga, you gotta go.
And the whole
You
thing
gotta
is,
go.
I'll tell them this is our country, right?
Right.
Like I told her, you come to my country, and then they'll be like, ha ha ha. What do you mean it's your country?
And then they don't
This is the
respect
white
that.
man's country.
They
The
don't.
white man is the one that let me
Uh,
here. The white man is the one that I'm like, okay.
okay, so us go ahead and show them. Let us make them have to rely on the white man. Appreciate that, Jay. Let us make them have to rely on the white man from here on out. So that's why it's important to start practicing group economics because they come here and they copy us like he has a D1 cosplayer. Right, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and make them rely on white people.
AI, a funny thing that I've been hearing on some of the other panels that they're doing now, they now have this new thing where they're like, I never even heard that Black Americans are seen you until I got here. Oh, that's their new thing. They don't see us. They never heard of us. It's getting out of control.
They starting to lie. I mean, what else? What else? What else are they supposed to do?
Oh, damn, Florida.
Hold on. Okay,
No.
y'all. This is my introduction, girl. This is our op. But don't misconstrue her voice because she sounds very polite. But you know what I'm saying? She is African and she do bite. Now go ahead, sis.
I heard her coming for me. Come on, Dusty. You gotta say.
Her mic on. Is her mic on?
I think she's using her jungle Wi-Fi, so she's trying to get a signal. What happened?
Oh, yeah, let's stop insulting other black folks. Love one another. Listen, y'all. Here's the thing. You guys want to be kumbaya when you see us start amping up. See what I'm saying? You want to be kumbaya when you get caught red-handed, and that's what we have a problem with. Don't start saying, "Oh no," when we start calling you out. Because are you really sorry, or are you mad that I caught on to what you
They're
you're
mad you
doing?
caught on. They're
Yeah,
mad about that.
you mad that we caught on. That's it, and we can't respect it. Shades, ma'am, how you doing, ma'am? You go ahead.
Can you hear me? You kind of break and keep going in and out for some reason.
You hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I
Go
don't know how you
ahead.
run your thing, so I'm just kind of sitting by listening.
Oh, okay.
Do
I
you
thought you
have any
were trying to
prompts
say.
or anything you want us to answer? Do you have any specific prompts or
Well, listen,
anything, or we just chilling?
I came on to talk about MLK Files, and then Sage came on to talk about. She started to talk
Oh,
about her experience with customer service with Africans. So I guess that's where the
oh,
conversation is
okay.
going.
Oh, okay, okay. It's
And I'm
just
just
kind of
here.
going where it go.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
okay,
talking about it.
okay.
So we got somebody, we got an African here who wants to, I guess, debunk what
What's
Sage.
she over here for? She need to be on that other live, that at Keys, the little Black American that
Hey,
caters to them.
AI, how are you doing?
What's going on, Lily? Go ahead, talk to her. I told you she's very deceptive. Her voice sounds very nice and polite, but
Mine does
she
too.
about to say some shit. Go
Mine
ahead.
does. Mine sound nice too.
Hey, if you want to speak, I can go on mute.
You can go on mute. If you don't got to go on mute for me to speak. If you choose to, that's up to you, baby.
It's called respect. I'll let you
It's
speak.
called respect. Mm-hmm.
Do you want to speak or can I speak? Don't cut me off.
Don't cut me off.
Go
Don't
ahead,
tell me
Lily.
what to
Go ahead,
do.
Lily.
I'm
Don't
asking you if
tell
you
me
want to
what to do.
speak.
Okay,
Do you
but
want?
you're being condescending
Go
while
ahead
you're
and
doing
speak.
it. Don't tell me what to do. Cause I was speaking before you got up, before you opened your mouth, so I wasn't done. So you don't tell me what to do. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you're not me.
Okay, I didn't know
I'm
you
not
weren't.
that. I'm telling you
I
right now, I'm not that.
apologize. I'm
Okay, good. Because I'm
apologizing.
telling
I
you
didn't
right
know
now,
you
I
weren't
didn't.
done. Calm
Yeah,
down. I
okay.
didn't know you weren't
No,
done.
don't tell
Go
me to
ahead.
calm down, bitch. Who you talking to? Like
Oh my
straight up, man.
god.
I ain't come up here for that. I just got on this shit. I ain't come up here for that. Like I'm chilling,
Just
man.
apologize. I didn't know
No,
you weren't
no,
talking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
nah, you good. You go ahead.
I'm apologizing. I didn't know you weren't done talking. I thought when
Oh,
I
okay,
started
Lily.
talking,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's start. Let's get into
um,
it, Lily. What's going on?
how many times do we see Black Americans get kicked out of stores, get punched out of stores, told to get out? So Sage, you're talking about my African aunties have bad customer service. It's the way you come in there. You try to take advantage of them thinking they don't speak English.
Oh no,
They
y'all
don't
going
just have.
home. Y'all going home.
Oh,
Wait,
Wait,
what
wait,
is
Lord.
it?
no, yeah, go ahead, Lily, go
He
ahead.
said
He
go
crashed
home.
out just to say that. Lily, come
Did
with
he say
something
go
nice.
home? No,
Now
oh
go
damn
ahead, Lily. Go,
Florida.
go.
Calling
Hold on,
nice.
brother. Hold on,
I
brother.
don't care.
Hold on, brother. Let it go. Go ahead, Lily.
Oh damn
Finish it. Go ahead.
Florida. I was listening the whole time. She was just degrading the African aunties. You come in there with an attitude. You come in there with your hood rat behavior, interrogating them, and that's when they fight back.
Lily. Oh, look, Anchor Baby, where are you from? Let's just get to the root of your problem.
Baby.
Where did you float over from, Lily? Just tell us who anchored you
I'm
here. What country?
Anchor.
Don't be
Okay,
embarrassed. Don't be
I don't
ashamed.
wanna call you the S word.
No. You could call
Oh,
me
you can
that.
go
Say it
ahead
in the
because
group.
y'all been having a fucking field day with it, baby.
Lily,
What does an
Go
anchor
ahead,
baby
Lily.
mean?
an
Go ahead
anchor
and
Go ahead,
say
baby
it.
will
Lily.
be you.
Word.
Go ahead
Your
and
Hold
mom
on.
say it.
came over. I'm gonna tell you what an anchor baby is. AI, let me help her. An anchor baby is
Okay.
you, Lily. Your parents came over pregnant. They had you, and now they're anchored into America. And you're an angry anchor going off on us instead of being grateful. We just want to
Miss
know where
Florida.
you from, anchor baby.
I wasn't born here in Miss Florida. I was born
Oh,
in
that's
Egypt. I'm
even
from
worse. Oh, in dusty
So
Egypt.
I'm
you're
You
an
see how
immigrant
Why
too.
dusty?
did you leave?
yes.
Why
I'm
did
a
you
proud
leave?
immigrant. Ten
Why
out
did
of
you
ten. I'm
leave?
a
Yo,
proud
what's going
immigrant.
on, unconditional?
How long you been here?
I've been here for a good minute. I learned English here. I went to school
That ain't what
here.
I asked you. You don't have to be. Why are you so angry? I'm just really trying to figure out how long you been here. Like I'm not attacking you or
I'm
anything. I'm really
telling
trying to
you. I
have
don't
right.
think
You
me
said
and
I've
you
been
should
here for.
speak.
You said I
I
have
don't
been here
think
for a good minute.
me and you should not speak. Okay?
Bitch,
Okay, so
how old are
Lily,
you? You're
what you
like
tell
very
me?
fucking infant. You're like an infant. You're like an infant.
Florida, what did you
I
say,
got
You're
her
sweetie?
like
I
an
like
next.
infant,
Florida.
little girl. Like
Wait,
Florida,
I
you're
what did
got
you
really,
her.
say?
you're really
You
an
wondering why
infant.
you
How old is she?
why
AI like
Florida.
2? She's like a fucking infant.
I'm listen. Florida is talking to me. Go ahead, Miss
Like
Florida.
she's like a fucking infant. Like girl, I will keep talking so you can't say nothing. You got me fucked
Yeah.
up. I'm telling you now. I'm a
Come
Okay,
on,
proud
Lily.
American girl.
Florida, what
Yeah.
did you say?
hold on. Let me talk to Lily real quick because Lily like to go. So Lily, you're from Africa, correct?
Yes, 10 out of 10.
Okay. She's talking about some 10 out of 10.
Go
What
back.
part of Africa are you from, Lily?
Ethiopia.
Oh, that's a different location than you told me last time. I think you told me something different last time.
Congo. No, I'm from
Also,
Congo
she's a
and
liar.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, Lily. Go ahead.
Is she finished?
Yeah, I'm starting, so go ahead. She's all
I'm
right.
from Congo and Ethiopia. Last time we were talking about
You said
Congo.
Egypt 5 minutes ago. Go ahead,
I
AI.
was
You said
born I was born in Egypt. You guys don't know what multicultural is. You're born
what
somewhere
guy?
with
Oh,
your
Lily,
How
parents.
many
so
countries?
you were born in Egypt, Lily? Where
I
were
was
you
born in
raised?
Egypt, but I'm culturally from Ethiopia.
Well,
So
what you
where
say
did the
Congo
Congo
for?
come from?
I'm Ethiopian and Congolese. Are you listening?
Okay. Oh, so your parents are.
Yeah, my parents, one Ethiopia, one
Okay.
Congo.
All right, cool. So Lily, let me ask you a couple questions. So, what was your first, I guess, impression on Black Americans? What were you taught first about Black Americans? Your first impression.
Before we came here, when we were spoken to about America, it's the white people.
So you
It's
thought it was white people.
yeah, it's what the white people achieved. The white
I'm
people
listening to
built
white people.
this. I'm explaining to you. Can I
Hold
explain?
on, brother. Hold on, brother. You're gonna get a chance to talk. You next. Go ahead.
So when Africans think about America, they think of education, degrees, doctors, mansion, cars, engineers,
Hmm.
and that is associated with the white people. It's not. I'm not saying that's what I did. I'm saying that's how it is. So when you come here, you try to achieve. This is considered the white man's land, and it's no offense to anybody, but that's how it is when we're over there.
But I'm asking, what was your first impression on Black Americans, not America?
Oh, my first impression when I came here is we look alike. Americans and
Okay.
Africans, we look alike.
And then you came over here with the impression that we don't own anything and this is not our land. This is white folks' land, like you just said.
No. When we came here, we're automatically taught to become successful, and the comparison is the white man.
So what was your first impression on Black? What were you taught about Black Americans? What was your first history lesson on Black Americans?
We don't have history lessons on Black Americans in Africa because we're taught we're learning about ourselves and other African
Okay,
countries.
so when did you learn about Black Americans?
When I came and I started to attend school with them, then you just learn by going, by interacting with them, you learn about them.
Right. Remember I told you that's their new thing. They never heard of you, AI. You gotta be more simple with her. They never heard of us until they got here.
Okay. I'm getting to it. All right. Okay. So, how was your experience here in America when you first came over? What was your thoughts?
It was good. Oh damn, we do hear about certain people, but we don't hear about the majority. It's a big group. We hear about Tupac and Biggie and Michael Jackson.
They don't what? Okay, let me go back.
Hold on. She's just trying to get y'all right. So, Lily, stay
No,
on topic.
no, no,
So,
no. I
what?
promise AI because in Africa, Tupac, Biggie is from the Caribbean. His music is big in Africa, so we admire that. Not saying it's a bad thing. We admire it.
Okay. All
So
right. Okay. So, what was your first impression on Black America? So all right. So you knew about Black America before you came to Africa.
I knew
And-
about the musician Tupac and Biggie. Tupac was a motivational speaker on Black empowerment.
okay. So your first impression is that we are cool, and
Yeah,
we. All right.
yeah, good
Okay.
people.
All right. So when you come here, what is your next impression?
Um, when I came here and I began to attend school with
Hopefully.
some
Okay.
people, I kind of it was good. The people are beautiful. They're friendly. Some make fun of Africans. If you're Muslim, they take off your scarf. If you're African, if you're dark skinned, they call you midnight. So aside from the bullying,
Okay.
um, I began to feel sorry for some of my friends
You got Black
because
American friends, Lily?
yeah, I
Okay.
began to feel sorry for them. Once we left the school, you realize what they actually go through. You realize what they actually face at home. So
Okay.
we begin to see the real them after school.
Mm.
Yeah. So then, you know, you see some kids they're battling some trauma at home, and you see other kids who are rich. Their parents are rich. You see the kids that are in the, you know, I don't want to call it ghetto, but in those areas.
All right, Lily.
Um,
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's enough. All right. So basically, um, you know, they have no understanding of our struggles and what we've been through, and they don't understand us.
I just began to said we begin to see your struggles once we interact with you. We don't
Right.
believe the news.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Lily. You're so sweet. Thank you. Anyway, so right, the problem is that they have no respect.
See, they should do it. Something in the comments. Come up, bitch. Come up, slut.
She gotta go. So look, so they have these rhetorics on us, and it's a lie. She's obviously lying. She heard about us before. She know who we are. She knows what we did. Everybody knows Black Americans are the idols for all blacks globally. See what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Yeah, we are the idols globally. So everybody heard about us. So that was a lie. She came here and she started to get a taste of our culture. Some of our culture is ranking. So if you dark as hell, that's just what it is for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Sister, you dark. Yeah, you gonna be called African booty scratcher. You're gonna be, once they turn them lights off, we're gonna ask you where the hell you went at. Go ahead and fuck around and smile when the lights go. See what I'm saying? So this is the problem that we're having now. They try to undermine us and they try to act like our struggles are still not going. Especially with the way that she's acting. So she's trying to be condescending. She's trying to act like, they were just all too innocent and they came here and they didn't know anything and we just bullied them. No, you came here because your country failed and you're looking for economic benefits. And unfortunately, you're not white. That's the problem. The real problem is they're not white. Because if they were white, they're able to fit into the white dominant society. They get white proximity. They can go in their neighborhoods. But white people tell them, well, you're still a nigga technically, so we're gonna put you in with the niggas. So when they gotta blend in with us, they get a taste of our culture. And they can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't hang. They're just not cool enough. That's all. So that's what that is. I'm gonna let brother go ahead. Brother, go ahead. The righteous one.
Yeah, they can't be us, man. That's the problem. They can't be white and they can't be us.
And they can't be
What I'm
us.
saying? On my mama, these people copy how we talk, how we dress,
Right.
everything. And they can't be us still. They mad at us for being us. That's how I know we a
Greetings.
special group of people.
Hey
Exactly.
man, I appreciate you doing what you're doing, man. You know, a
What's
lot
going
of
on,
people
brother?
they scared to do what you're doing. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Atlanta and my people grew up with Martin Luther King in the church, Ebenezer Church. They was in my family church before they went to Ebenezer. It was called Magruder Street Church. But it's funny, I had met this what she was. She was Bahamian and she was trying to
Oh, man, I
gaslight
was
me.
talking, bro.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me land my plane, man.
oh, my bad, brother. We in order. My bad. You
Yeah,
go ahead, bro.
let me land my plane. My plane, look, man. Like he said, I agree with him, though. I appreciate everything you're doing, man. These people come here, they flee their own countries because they government corrupt and they political leaders are corrupt, taking money and bribes from the white people, the French people, the Chinese people. They running Africa into the ground, grabbing, raping the resources up out of Africa. But y'all worried about us and what our problems are here in America because y'all really are jealous fans. Y'all
Right.
jealous fans. Y'all want to be us, man, and y'all can't, my nigga. For real. We the best at everything. We the best. Y'all music can't fuck with our music. If we go to the Olympics, we'll bust your ass. Football, basketball. Nah, what for real? Black Americans the best at everything, man. And look, but they want to call us slaves or something to make us feel, bro. We don't feel that shit. White people been doing that shit since we got here.
Right.
Y'all can't fuck with a picture of us on my mama. So I don't
And,
want to hear none of that kumbaya shit.
Yeah, my bad, brother. Go ahead.
I don't want to hear none of that kumbaya shit. Oh, we need to unify. Y'all been here like 60 years. Y'all been here like 60 years. Why y'all talking about kumbaya now? Oh yeah, y'all apologizing and want to kumbaya now because we boycotting and we taking action against y'all. And it shouldn't have took that for y'all to be for y'all to feel how we feel. It shouldn't have took us boycotting for y'all to feel us. You know what I'm saying? So all them apologies, y'all be weird. And that's why I want to tell all the other Black Americans. Y'all be weird all that apologizing and that kumbaya and that all that togetherness and unified. Nah, they don't want to really do that. Cause if we wouldn't have been boycotting, they wouldn't have been talking like that. They'd have still been disrespecting us. So we gotta spank their ass right now and not let them get away with this shit.
Mm-hmm. There it is, brother. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Indian Red.
And not, I ain't gonna get all into my family history, but you know, we know our genealogy, you know, these families that's on this land. And we have been here before. All these people come here thinking they run the show. But I'll say this, you know, my grandparents and my parents didn't teach me this I call it the crabs in the bucket mentality. Like we was good, we had connections and land and whatever. So long story short, when I started moving around the city, even in my lifetime, I see
Magic
all
hands, you about to go next. Go ahead, brother. My
okay,
bad.
I see all these people coming, all these different kind of people here now that I didn't even see. And I'm thinking like, oh, we cool. Like, oh, you know, they showed me no.
You know what
I
I'm
was not
saying?
taught that. They parents teach them that. Their grandparents teach them that. My people didn't teach me that. But when I learned it, now I know. But when I was telling the story, I had this Bahamian lady, um, and she was trying to gaslight me, and she said, "Oh well, we believe that y'all don't stick together, y'all." But my thing is, we know what the civil rights movement was. That was sticking together, and who was doing the sticking together for everybody to benefit from. They act like that's not real, but they benefit from everything that they act like don't exist. But
Right.
I'm gonna end it on this. My thing with these people, I was telling her is only word I can really use is illiterate. They don't have a knowing. So I'm just going to say this: the Bahamian lady, I asked her, I said, "Have you ever heard of the Saltwater Railroad?" She said, "No, I don't know what that is. I never heard of that. I never heard of that."
Good
And
point.
I said, "Oh well." I be I brought it up to show that instead of y'all trying to be so divisive, when you get into the histories, y'all are connected to the big tree, the roots, and but she wasn't even she. But it's something about them. They like he said they try to bring up slavery to go against us, and he said the white people did the same thing. So my thing is, and I'm gonna end it here. They is the same spirit of these people. You might think they look different. You might think they supposed to be with you, but they never was that.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. You fucked up telling the Bahamian that they damn near Black American. They don't like hearing that shit. But you're right though, because the salt trail, what was it called?
The Saltwater
The
Railroad.
saltwater railroads.
Right.
A lot of the
Right.
Geechees, the prisoners of war, we was running away.
Right. This was the
down
West
to the
Indies,
Bahamas.
so they
We
get
was
to walk
escaping.
around
Yeah,
and,
we
and,
was
and make us slaves and get the cosplay as West Indies. This was West Indies too.
right. See what I'm saying? So they don't like to accept that fact because then it would kind of sort of. And here's the thing: they like to say we're all together, but then when we tell them, "Hey, man, you know, majority of the people who are in the Bahamians right now, a lot
Their
of them are
roots.
from America."
Right. Their roots.
No. We African island. We're the Afro Caribbeans like Haiti and Jamaica. No, you're not. It's just sad. You know how close you is to Miami?
Right.
You're like 5 strokes away from Miami right now. I could do 5 backstrokes. I'm in the Bahamas.
Not 5 strokes.
But even them, their spirit, they're a little different because you deal with the island of Hispaniola, you deal with Puerto Ricans, you deal with Cubans. They all different. The Bahamians, they're a little bit more so connected to the tree, but they still try to be, different.
But you know what? Here's what we got to do. If they want to be different, good. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead and say. Go ahead. That's fine. It don't hurt us much saying that you're not us. Go ahead. That's fine. Because I would never want to be that. I would never want to be what you are. So it's cool. But history and facts are still facts, though. Regardless, I'm just saying.
Right.
But that's a great point, brother. Go ahead, Lily. Go ahead, talk.
Hey, so I don't know where you're getting this thing that we Africans are begging or just saying.
What did you say? I lost you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like, not you AI, but I would like the panel to stop saying that we want to be like them. We want to do this like them.
Okay, so let me ask you something, Lily. What made your parents feel safe to come to America?
The white people, I keep telling you that.
So the same white people who basically raped Africa, stole all your resources,
Yeah.
basically practiced colonized Africa. Those are the same white people y'all trusted to come to America.
AI, can I finish? A white person would not bust in your door and rob you. What majority? Let me finish. AI,
They're the same.
AI,
They're Oreo.
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Lily. Go ahead.
This is why I'm telling you guys, there's nothing that you produce that we want or you want. The English language is from Europe. The clothes you wear is made in China. We have enough. Our culture is big enough to last 30,000 years.
Man, this is a bot.
So, stop
AI,
saying.
can I respond to her?
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Be a bot, man.
before.
Let her talk, man. That's a bot.
Can I
Go ahead, on
Let
down.
me get Lily really quick. Lily, let me ask you something. I know you threw out 4 different countries, sweetheart. Let's just start with the root of it. Which country do you claim? Is it Congo? Is it Ethiopia? Is it Rwanda? Which country is your country of origin? Because you seem like you're all over the place, like the way you're talking. Let's just start with that. Where are you from, sweetheart? Where do you claim? What is your passport?
Can I talk?
That's a question, baby.
I grew up in an Ethiopian household.
Oh,
so you grew up in an Ethiopian household. Do you know the history of Ethiopia? Do you know? Because
are you asking me questions?
Yeah, that's a question. That when
No.
in
You
English,
make
hold
your
on,
statement.
Lily, hold
Wait,
on,
wait. You
Lily, don't
talk to the
crash out,
panel, and we'll
Lily,
talk later.
Lily, calm down, baby. I know
You
you're a
talk
little
to the
slow. We're trying to
panel.
help you up. So let me tell you the
Thank
history
you.
about
Thank
Ethiopia,
you.
right? That
You don't
country,
have
you're saying
to.
that black people,
Go ahead, Odell.
Lily, come
I
on.
mute her. Go ahead, Odell.
Thanks, AI. See how they always crash out because she knew I was coming with facts. The facts always scare them. So Ethiopia
For
committed
slavery.
complete genocide
You
on
cannot
your
tell me about a country.
on its neighboring country, Eritrea, completely almost wiped their neighbors out who looked just like them. And
Hmm.
Ethiopia was backed up by the Italians to do that. So the way they walk around, like, we were never colonized, you were definitely colonized. So you came from a country that promoted civil war on its neighbors, and you're coming here telling us about violence.
You don't think
This
we
is
know
the
that?
problem. Lily, hold on, fetus. This is why we are annoyed
Go
by
ahead,
you
slave,
because
cotton picker.
you guys come from countries of complete civil war and just ravaged countries that you
Right.
caused by murdering your own sister and brother, and then you're telling us how we are. You got to get better, fetus. You got to get better.
And don't they got flies on their eye?
When they try to get admission to this land, they get trained. They got to go to take classes about how to move when they come to America. They train them that we is these savage criminal that they need to stay away from. They need to be scared of when they come over here. But they know that's a fraud. But they're gonna reiterate that fraud because somehow it makes them better somehow.
Right. They you see that's the whole thing. You gotta understand they're really insecure people. Y'all understand what they had to do to get into this country is so um what's the word I'm looking for? Demeaning. Like you have to come here and beg to get a visa or green card. And you gotta look a white man in their eyes and tell him, hey man, I want a green card. And you know with this green card, there's a string attached to it that's basically saying, all right now, you come here and you start siding with the black Americans, we're gonna take that shit from you and deport your ass. I hope you and they don't gotta say it out loud, but they subconsciously know that they can't act out here. And they gotta denounce their citizenship and their allegiance to their own country and island. That you basically lost. You
AI,
basically
and then they
whatever you gave up and you surrendered, you laid on your back and you said you got it. And now you got to come
right.
in and you can't talk too loud here. You can't. They're really jealous that we're able to speak out, act rowdy, have civil rights
Mm.
movements. We're able to act the way we want because this is our house and it's not theirs. That's why they got to act like they can't say certain. They got to act like they're better than us so they don't get kicked out. It's all an insecurity issue. Go ahead, Shane.
Nah, they incompetent, man. Because I'm telling you, they've been trained that they grandparents, they parents tell them this stuff, and then when they want to come over here, the subliminal messages that the U.S. like what they doing in Cincinnati, they will put out certain messages and give it to them, even though they already illiterate, they already not read on what's going on over here, and then they tell them, oh, so like they like y'all get what I'm saying, but it's African people that say when they try to come over here, the commercials and stuff they have to watch about the people over here, they show them and show us as criminals.
Right, right.
Yeah, we don't hang around slaves.
Hold on. Okay, podcast. Oh, go ahead. My bad. Your mic's muted. Go ahead. Hold on, brother. I'm gonna get up to you. I gotta get podcast on. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Excuse me, my English is not very good. Please try
First of
to
all,
understand
first of
me.
all, where you from? What's your name, brother?
I'm from France, but from Congo. My parents are from the Congo. So
Okay.
I just want a little minute, please. Attention. Just I want to say that we project the same images, all black around the world, we project the same images. When the white people see you, he see you as a black people. So we have the same history. We come from the same history.
Well,
We have the same,
hold on, sir, real quick. I got to catch. We do not come from the same history, but go ahead.
not recent history, not recent history, but the older one. Okay, we got this
Hold on, Stacey. I got to stop you every time you start lying. I don't know what older history you're talking about, but go ahead.
slavery. We got the same traumas. We got the same traumas.
Wait, hold on. Africa went through slavery? What part of Africa? I know they've been called. Africa went to slavery?
Colonization, slavery, same. It's not that. No, it's not exactly the same. But in Africa, in Africa, there was colonization. It was very hard to. Okay, not the same, no problem. But it's the same consequence. The traumas are the same, not exactly the same, but. Okay, if you want, no problem. But we project the same images. So white people see you as a black and see me as a black, and we are not enemies. That's the only thing I want to say. We are not enemies at all. We
Okay,
need
brother.
to, yeah, we need.
Hold on. Give me a second. What'd you say your name was again, brother? Yeah, your name.
I'm Will.
Will. Okay, Will. So we may not view you as enemies, but I think it's also safe to say that we can't also view you as allies neither. Like you say that we all been through similar. I think what you're trying to say is we both have been affected by white supremacy. That's the problem. That's what you're trying to say. We both have been affected by white supremacy, but in different ways. And you're trying to say that I guess you're trying to say we're all the same, but we're in America for two different reasons. You didn't come here to help me against my white supremacy. Did you come here for that? Did you come here to help Black Americans fight? Oh, well, you're not even in America. Are you in America right now?
Exactly. I'm not in America, but the thing that we can help each other to fight this supremacy, because this supremacy is not good for me and is not good for you. We are not allies, but we should be and we can be allies.
So let me ask you a question, sir. Well, why didn't you band up with the Africans in Africa to fight against white supremacy? Why come over here or leave to go to France to start talking about bunching up against white supremacy? Why not do it on your continent?
We are doing so. We are doing so. I'm in Europe, but we are fighting. We are trying to find solutions.
Okay, and let me ask you something. Have you been trying to find solutions since you've been here, or since your African people came to America? Have they been trying to find solutions to fight against white supremacy?
But in my point of view, is that we should do, and there is no benefit at all to fight each other.
The question is, why aren't you? We know what you should be doing. That's why we're having this debate right now.
We are trying.
We know what you should be doing, but why haven't you been doing it?
We are trying to find solutions.
You ever heard the saying, if you're trying, you're lying? Will, if you're trying, you're lying. There is no such thing as I'm trying. It's either I'm doing or you ain't doing. So you trying is different than you doing something. So why haven't you been doing is the question.
The question I can ask you the same question.
You can't answer it. You can't. And the reason why you can't answer it, the reason why you can't answer it is because you came here and you didn't have any intentions on helping. That's the honest truth. You didn't. And now you want us to start saying that you kind of sort of did, and you had 60 years to do it. Why haven't you tried to do it? Or why haven't you done it? Will, I want to hear your perspective.
I can ask the same question, but the only thing I will say is things taking time. It's not directly, instantly. It's not like this. It's taking time. So, for example, my parents have not the same mentality as mine, as my generation, etc., etc. So things take time. But you are not my enemies. You people, black people, don't do anything bad to me.
Okay. I
Wow.
appreciate
So
that, brother.
that's the only message I want to say, because my English is not too good. I don't want to talk too much. That's the only message I want to say.
All right, well, appreciate it. I want you to stay on the panel because you might have something else you want to say. All right, Star Boy, go ahead. It's your time. I know you've been waiting patiently.
What's good? Thank you for
What's going
bringing me
on,
up.
brother?
I
What's
was
your
just
name and where
gonna.
you from?
Well, I'm Starboy. I'm a foundational American. I'm from DC. My grandparents migrated to Washington DC from South Carolina during the Great Migration. Um, I was gonna come in here and just listen. Actually, I got an invite to come up. So,
My bad.
but
I
yeah,
thought
I
I was
just
talking to you on accident, bro. My
no,
bad.
it's
Goddamn.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here now. So, I just wanted to say, like, I'm really happy that this is happening with Black people, Black Americans. These conversations we're having, this delineation that's happening amongst us from these immigrant groups, I think is very important. I've been waiting for this for a very long time for our people. There's a there's a few Bible verses about this. One of them referencing us like kind of stepping out of the world and coming back into our own, and going back to our original form. And I think that's what's happening, and we don't realize that it's happening subconsciously. It's a spiritual thing that we're going through right now. We've realized that none of these immigrant groups in the United States specifically, in this country that we've engineered and that we've built, that was built on the backs of our ancestors, none of these immigrant groups, bless their hearts, but have benefited us in any kind of way
Any kind of
whatsoever.
way.
They don't contribute anything to our community. All they do is siphon off of our culture. They siphon off of how we talk, how we walk, the music we listen to, our food, and they make money off of it. So I'm really happy to see us kind of recognizing that as a nation of people, and we're removing ourselves, because once we remove ourselves from this economical beast and we really circulate that money through our community,
There
it
you
will
go.
pass away. It will pass away, and it will be revealed to the world what this system really is, which is just a really a ugly beast with multiple heads that's very demonic and evil. And the more we step out of this system, the more life it loses. You can see now we haven't really advocated for any harm to happen to anybody, but just after the election, us trying to do the right thing, we realized that our good isn't good enough for them. So we stepped away, and once we stepped away, look at all the afflictions that have happened to people, to the Hispanic community, to the migrant community, and to all these different other communities that are being abused by white supremacy. The same white supremacy that they have emboldened and fed for the last couple of decades. Like
Right.
a huge reason as to why white supremacy has impacted our communities negatively, our job markets, our opportunities, is because migrants have willingly fed this beast for so long, this beast that does not ever lose its appetite. I mean, white
Right.
supremacy is, appetite never goes away. So I want to stay up here and like stay in the conversation, but I'm just happy that we're kind of waking up as a people. And I think the world is listening to us, and it's really going to inspire a lot of other people around the world who are probably dealing with the same thing. Like Brazil, for example, a lot of Brazilians, black Brazilians, are going through the same situation. They're being, misrepresented, and due to the immigration issue that they're having, they're being unalived constantly by police in their streets as well, not getting any justice. And so I just want us to remember that, our words have power. There's a lot of people watching us, and this is a movement, and this is just the beginning, and it's really going to go a lot further than what we think it's going to go.
Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate that. Those are some wise words. I wanted to tell y'all something, man. I got, there's someone in their 40s. I consider him a close friend. And he even came out and said, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this before, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen black people get together like this and start delineating so strongly. Like, he got worried, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. He said, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, cause he said it's everywhere. People are really like, we really putting that work in on these people for real. Y'all don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna get bad for them. Stan, what's going on, brother? What's your name? Where you from? Go ahead, fam. Stan. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you down. And when you get that situated, we'll go ahead and bring Miss Sunshine back on.
Well, before she start talking, let me say this
Go ahead.
because
For real.
I've been waiting patiently and not
Go on. My bad. I forgot.
but
Go
no,
ahead.
and I'm not being vulgar or anything. But I just want to say, I want to like, because I wish, is Will still up here? That's Will, right? The one that
Yeah,
says
well,
podcast.
yeah.
Okay, because I just wanted to talk to Will for a second
Correct.
and just and let him know that comparing colonization in those other countries to chattel slavery is apples and oranges. It's like not it's not comparable at all. And by doing so, it dismisses the brutality that happened to our ancestors over here. Completely dismisses it. It was very brutal. And also need to recognize that if it had not been for our ancestors, all of the immigrants that come over here, the resources that they are tapping into and those scholarships they're getting to go to these Ivy League schools, they wouldn't be able to access any of that if it had not been for our ancestors in the civil rights movement and Jim Crow. So they need to recognize that. And just because I know you said you're not here in the United States of America, I need you to understand that the dynamic of Africans that come to America, when it comes to Black Americans, the dynamic is not what you think. It's no, we're not sisters and brothers. They come over here and they treat us the same way the white man treats us. They come over here and think they have this proximity to whiteness, or they're trying their best to get it, and in their efforts to do so, they treat us just like the white man does. All right. And so the dynamic is
they try to.
Exactly. They try to anyway, but what they don't understand about Black American, what I keep saying, we don't fight. We just like Massa. We want to be like Massa. No, we don't. We fight with everybody, including Massa. Massa know not to mess with us. The problem is y'all don't know that Massa know not to mess with us. Massa know not to mess with us. Massa know when to mess with us, and Massa also know when to leave us the hell alone. Okay. And right now, you see, Massa is real quiet over the internet. They ain't saying a word because they like, we ain't got nothing to do with this one. They ain't in it.
Hey,
Because
you
they
know, it's
know
funny. They over there delineating too. They done said, you know what? We want to pack our bags up. We want to move to the Arkansas Ozarks.
exactly.
Hey,
They
you
like,
see us mad about that shit? Shit.
no,
I just offered them some services to help their ass move out. Hey, y'all left some luggage over there. You want me to help you move over there to Arkansas real quick? You left the dog.
exactly. Toodles. And the last thing I want to say is to what my brother was just saying, like the revolution is happening, and what needs to be understood, revolution not be televised. That is, it's a consciousness, and we are all on one consciousness at this point. And so nobody's seen it coming, but we are awakening. And like you said, it is spiritual, and it's a consciousness that we're all sharing right now, and we taking our shit back. And they're mad because we are reclaiming our identities, and by us doing so, they know they once we get our shit back, they can't have no more.
Hey, Smith man, come back on, Smith man. I'm gonna drop Lily. I'm gonna add you back on. You can start talking.
Can I speak real quick?
What, Lily? Goddamn it, we just know you're just gonna see a whole bunch of
No.
bullshit, girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, AI. I can't take no more.
No, girl,
But
shit.
the last thing I want to say is this. And yes, we are boycotting local level, but y'all, things like the Shade Room, Red Lobster, anything that we need to not anybody following the Shade Room, stop following that shit. It's Nigerian owned. Red
Yeah.
Lobster, the CEO is fucking Nigerian. So yeah, it's cool to do it on the local level, but we got to hit the stock market to make some noise.
I appreciate that, sis. Go ahead, Indian Rare, brother. Talk to me. All right, he don't got nothing to say. Kelly Joe 233.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, brother? What's your name? Where you from?
Call me Kelly Joe. I'm in North Carolina right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Black American FBA.
Okay.
I support the boycott. In fact, I wanted to say a couple things. There's a African woman that's sitting here on the internet crying, begging, saying she's apologizing to Black people, for the disrespect from all Africans, as if she can apologize for 54 countries. She cannot, but she has a big shop. But Black people, we nosy, so we went and checked. She has 50 chairs in her shop. Not one Black woman works inside her shop. Not one Black American woman works inside her shop, but she apologizing. They come into our community, take our money, but do not give anything back. They do not employ any of us. And when you say on a local level, this is what I'm planning on doing. Call me petty. I don't give a shit. I'm calling OSHA. I'm calling ICE. I'm calling city order planning, and I'm calling the license department, because to be a beautician here in North Carolina, you have to have a license. These African people do not have licenses. I'm calling the health department. Their restaurants and stuff are not up to code. I'm getting greasy with it because, like we say, delineated, we delineated. And I invite everybody else to do the same. I mean, you can not go there. I've never let an African person touch my head, and I got Africa on my wrist. Growing up, I would have been considered a Pan African the way I
Same
was
shit
raised.
white people said about us.
I don't give a shit. Can please let me finish? Growing up, I used to love the concept of being African descent until I actually met Africans and hear the way they speak about us and what they really think about us. I had an African friend, because I was Black American, I was not even allowed in his house when his mother and father was home.
Real shit. That's real shit. I'm trying to tell you, shit real. Hey, Polo. Hey, brother, appreciate that. Let me get Polo on. You've been waiting patiently, too. Polo, talk to me, brother. What's your name? Where you from?
Oh man, you call me Polo from Oklahoma, and
Okay.
I don't say I'm FBA, but that's what people gonna say on here. But like, I'm just saying, like, this the same shit white people said about us, calling Africans lazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had some African friends that their parents didn't fuck with me back in the day, but that's I'm not gonna generalize and say that all of them, is racist and we're not the same. Like, because this is like the lack of education in our community. People saying like, I'm not hating on y'all. I know y'all very passionate, but like, we not the indigenous, bro. We are not. We do not come from someplace that ain't the motherland. We come from Africa. At the end of the day, we have our roots. Genetics prove this.
Brother, real quick. I just want to know, where's your mother from?
My mother's from America.
Man, let him do what he want to
Hold
do.
on, y'all.
That's
Hold
why I
on.
say they
Hold on.
illiterate. They don't.
Hold on. Where your daddy from, brother?
My father's American too, bro. I'm 100% American.
Here's my question. Why the fuck you think you came from Africa? If you just
Bro,
told me both of your parents
just
are
cause
African.
okay, let me ask you this then, right? Because this is the same shit like white people too. This is for all people. America is only like originally had by like the Native Americans. Everyone else,
And who are they?
those
Hold
are
on. Let me talk to them. And then y'all can have them. But yeah, who are they?
that people who came over like 10, 13,000 years ago.
15.
No,
Okay, so they came
yeah.
over. Okay, so these groups of people came over 15,000 years ago, right? That's when they crossed the Siberia, correct?
The bird, what they call that, the Bering Strait. Yeah,
Right. Hold on. You got him. Okay, but
yeah.
you do realize the
And now
first.
people saying I got an accent. This is what I'm
Hold
talking
on, brother.
about.
But you do realize the first civilization that they found in America was way older than 15,000.
Well, I'm just, like science is
So
always growing.
these Siberians, or whatever you want to call them, came over 15,000 years ago. Why the hell was this civilization way before that? Well, who are they? Who are those
Go
people?
this deep. Let's take a step back. Can we take a step back, bro?
No, I'm asking you a question. Now
You took it there, though.
you can't tell me where to
Okay.
stop
That's
at.
fair. That's fair.
You
I'll
you
let you
can't
rock.
tell me
I'll
where
Wow,
to
let
the
you
way
rock.
stop
you
at,
take
nigga.
it.
Why
You
do you
started.
sound Latino?
Yeah. Hold on, brother. You started, nigga. You started coming out first of all.
Let you rock.
Y'all
That's
niggas ain't
fair.
Indian. You
No,
came from.
rock,
You try
rock,
to
rock.
tell us where we from. So now I'm asking questions. All right, so so you're limited. Your knowledge stops right there. Okay, fine.
But he's Hispanic, man.
So okay, fine. Okay, your knowledge stops right there. Let's get back to your original statement, since you can't go further past that.
No, I was gonna go. We can do that.
No. But you're not ready for that. Anyways, so you what you said? You said we're treating them. We're treating them like white folks. What does that mean? What do you mean by
So
that?
what I meant by that is not treating them. I'm saying like the type of shit Kelly was saying. He was saying, they stealing jobs, they're lazy, and that's that
Never
type of
said that.
rhetoric. That's the same shit white people say all these.
Hey, you're the
So
great
Wait,
wait.
can I say
African
something? Can I say
defender.
So
something?
what is
I
it
never
when they
said that,
call
brother.
us?
Let's go in order. So he's
So
responding back to Kelly, and then we got to get to Shay. Shay, you're next.
This
Go ahead,
is what I
Kelly.
said. I said she has 50 chairs, meaning she can employ black people, but she chooses not to in a black community where she makes her money from the black community. But now she's saying she's sorry for the disrespect. It's a little too late. That's what I said. If you have 50 chairs, meaning that you have 50 women you employ in a black community, but none of them are from the black community. When all your customers are from the black community, that's a problem. I didn't say nobody stole nobody's job.
Economic warfare. They've been doing it. They come on what we built and then try to economically, systemically push us out. That ain't saying
That's
nobody
exactly.
lazy.
Go ahead,
But
Shay.
I want to address Polo because he keeps saying that we're talking to them the same way about them the same way the white men do. So people do. So I want to ask him, what is it when they call us slave babies, cotton pickers, EBT queens, Section 8 junkies, single mothers? When they say that mothers with 6 kids and no baby daddy is black culture. We don't have a culture. We don't know who we are. They call us a kata, a stray cat. What is that? Where did they get that from? Is that not what not what the white men people say about us? Because I think you got it backwards. Because see, they come over here and they talk to us like that. And so now we've decided to respond. We're the aggressor. See, that's what's wrong with America. And unfortunately, in America, the one that gets abused has the burden of proof, and which is completely fucking backwards because you can get poked and poked and poked, but soon as you respond, you're the aggressor. No, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. That apology, like he said, was bullshit. Nadine didn't mean that shit. They even went so far as to do a prank call, acting like a black American was calling, but somebody pointed it out. She had the name of the caller on her caller ID. Stupid. So that means that number is in your contact. Stupid. Like, no, that it was disingenuous, just like the other one that waged war against us and talking about having black African nurses and doctors not treat us medically to unalive us if we need treatment. Now that we found her job and started calling her and her ass got in trouble, now she want to backtrack. And I need to put this kite out there. I got a little tip that from one of her people that she was not fired yet, so we need to get back on that number and start back calling her job.
All right, Indian brother, my bad, bro. I had to let people start coming in. I ain't learned how to put everything
that's all I wanted to say was address that with Polo. Like everybody keeps saying that, but I need somebody to address what is it. Who is acting like Masser when they're calling us those kind of names?
So can I respond to that?
Yeah, go ahead, Polo.
It's great. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I seen it, they make jokes, even in this comment section right now, people who, feeling some type of way of what we saying and, they're gonna respond their way.
That's not a joke. All we said was
not a joke. I didn't say it's a joke. I didn't say
the only thing we said was we're boycotting because we feel disrespected. That's it. That's all we said.
I'm not saying it's a joke. I'm saying I agree with you on this. That's not cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it too, though. That's the thing. 2 wrongs are not gonna make a right.
But what was wrong about what we said that inspired or warranted?
So let me rock.
All we said was we're boycotting because we feel disrespected. So that warrants that kind of response.
So let me rock, right? So when they say, cotton picker, they call you a kata, all these kind of things. I think that's messed up. That's xenophobic on their behalf. And when we respond by saying, they're anchor babies and, they're trying to cosplay as us, steal our culture. They say we don't got no culture, but, they're trying to blend in. I think that, obviously, we got our emotions tied into it, but it's not cool for us either. And the thing that I think ties all of this together is going to be the fact that, we're the ones who have the opportunity, right? If we're going to boycott their businesses, their small little businesses, they're growing, but we're going to buy, designer clothes, we're going to shop at Target, go to Walmart. The money's going right back to white people at the end of the day. We gotta stand on business and support the minorities first, or our own communities at the very least.
They're not our community. They're not our community. That's what y'all seem not to be realizing. They are not our community.
Wait, hold on. Let me respond to the brother real quick, brother. Here, Polo. Here's the problem. The problem is these people are coming in from another country, from another island, and like I came on here and I said 1,000 times, they didn't come here to help Black American issues, even though we all are going through white supremacy. Across the whole globe, we all are affected by white supremacy. These people are not coming here for that. That's not their agenda. They're running away from their problems. So you're running away from your problems. You come here and you act like we don't got problems.
I think, brother, it's fair for you to say they're running away.
Brother. Shit, nah. And you're acting like we don't got problems and you're cracking jokes on the problems that we're trying to fix. At least we're fixing our problems. You ran away and you're conforming to white supremacy. So you're not really in a position to come here and joke at all. Because if I were to say some of the same things in Haiti, in Jamaica, in Africa, they cut my head off. Simple as that. If you go watch Africa right now, they're not playing behind the Nigerians infiltrating South Africa or the Nigerians going other. They're not playing that shit with y'all. See what I'm saying? But y'all think y'all could play that shit with us. And that's what that's the confusing part. Like, why you think this shit a game? When you know on your island, on your country, they don't play that shit. So what's the difference here? You're too comfortable. That's the
Two
problem.
things to that.
The
First
difference
of all,
is that over there, you see, they got them in front of they got men in front of the hospitals making sure that no Guyanese or no Nigerians
They
can't
not
even
playing.
get.
They not with that
Yeah,
shit
bro.
at all.
And the thing is, we were too nice. We welcomed them. Like I told you, I got Africa tattooed on my wrist. We wanted to be brothers with them. They didn't want that. They wanted to be close to the YT. And
So
that means to be
I'll say this. I'll
anti-black.
say this real quick. The difference is y'all ass ain't got no white folks in your country. That's the difference. The people who are oppressing you, because I think you African or something. The people who are oppressing you and the people in the Caribbeans are black people. See what I'm saying? Taking horrible deals from white people and undermining their own people. So you come over here and you, for some reason, choose sides with white people, which is crazy. I don't get it. You try to get closer to white proximity. Why? I don't know. You think they got the answers. And then you want to make jokes underneath that. These jokes don't fly nowhere else,
I
bro.
think you made a mistake because I made no jokes like that ass. I made no.
No. You try to act like the jokes were equal. You try to act like us making jokes and them cracking jokes.
Yeah, I did do that. I did say they're equal.
No, I'm telling you what you sound like. You sound like you're trying to say, well, we said it, they said it, we all. Sir, we're still fighting here.
No, I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool any of us do it. I don't respect them.
My point is, we're still fighting here. They are not fighting shit. There is no room for them to crack a joke. Heads get cut off anywhere elsewhere. Go ahead, sir.
That right. I think it's when you say that we're fighting, it's real. I feel our struggle. Right. At the end of the day, we got a unique struggle, and I like the fact that you said they don't play those games over there. That's true. They're more tribalistic in Africa or wherever the Caribbeans, wherever they fight amongst one another every day, right?
Right.
The pro-black and the Pan-African movements really started here in America, right? That's a fact, Marcus Garvey, So that shows we, the enlightened thinkers, we thought. And I'm not taking credit, they had great people too, but a lot of the movement started over here because we seen that we need to unite amongst one another. It was great Black American thinkers, even the Black Panthers had this type of energy. So for us to now switch up on that, I think that it's wrong on our end.
Let me ask you something, sir. What makes you think that? Why do you think we switched up?
I'm not saying.
Why do you think I rolled over and said, "Fuck them Africans"?
Because I want to say online, the media has, because what's his name, Kelly was saying just now, he used to love Africans. He has it tatted on his wrist, but when he met him online or whatever, they calling him all these names. He couldn't fuck with that no more.
Wait, so you think all of our experiences, everybody who's on this panel right now, my experience, everybody's experiences when I know ready to come
Online.
is based off of online?
No. Let me not twist it in that way, right? Because I met people in real life who are African who obviously feel some type of way, and he said his parents didn't like him as a kid too, which is fair. But you see, a little experience like that is gonna make you color a whole continent.
Okay, so let me so since you're gonna undermine all of our experiences and say that it was just him, it was just them, we should have generalized. Let me give you a general example. Wes Moore, in Baltimore, the mayor of Baltimore, who's half Jamaican, I think, and half FBA, came out and made a statement saying that Black Americans don't deserve reparations. We shouldn't worry about that, and we should just worry about just moving forward. Example one. Example two, we had Kamala Harris come out and say, well, Black Americans, I need your vote, even though I'm not Black American, but I'm going to act like I'm Black American, and I can't do nothing particularly for you, but you should vote for me because I'm Black. So these are no longer jokes. These are spaces that they're now representing us and telling us what they think we need. Now this is a much more bigger problem. This is not a joke no more. Go ahead, Polo.
ask a question, like genuinely, right? At that point, I see where you're coming from.
So you see where I'm coming from? Okay, go ahead.
I see where you're coming from, right? You know, it's a problem when people don't respect you, but you know they you know
It's
infiltrate.
on a national level now. That's the
Right.
problem. It's no longer jokes about you being a booty scratcher in school now. Now you getting on stage representing me, telling me I don't deserve reparations. This is a problem, a big problem. Well, go ahead.
That definitely is a problem, but you know, I won't speak to that because I don't know, but I would say that's definitely a problem, right?
No, you should
That's
do some research on it. It's
right.
there.
No, I'm sure that it happens, right? I believe that. I'm saying that I was gonna say that, you know, I think that it's a minority of them who are against reparations, but I don't know that, so I won't speak to that. That's what I'm saying. I won't speak to that, but I will say this: at the end of this is how I look at it. This is my perspective, and this is what I was gonna ask you, right? At the end of the day, there's no one closer than another melanated person, right? You melanated person at the end of the day. So when they try and say that, you know, it's really just you know they call it Turtle Island, you know, you indigenous folks, but they say, you know, it's just Americans against the world. I think that that alienates us. That's what I'm trying to say. What do you think about that?
I think that your skin color doesn't have anything to do with what group you belong to, and we see it all the time. But this idea, we see it in Africa, we see it in the Caribbeans, we see it in Asia, we see it in India. Even Europeans do it. I'm not understanding why you keep bringing up we're melanated. We're melanated. Your skin color, yes, it comes first, but the second thing that comes is your ideologies and what you believe in your agenda. If you don't have the same agenda as the person that's next to you, y'all ain't one. A team is people who have the same goal. And these people have came here and have showed their ass and have shown that they don't have the same goal as us. So I'm trying to understand why you keep thinking melanin or same skin color means something when they show that it hasn't. Would you tell that to an Asian, to a Japanese and China? Go ahead and tell a Japanese person, the Asian, and Chinese person that they're one of the same, even though they both same color. They'll cut your head off too.
I would say the height of this goes back to telling them, even them, you know, like we're all human at the end of the day. But that's like a big no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just saying, like, that's what I would
What you
tell
gonna
them.
say? That we all wear shoes, we all breathe air, we all
All
take.
right, so let me
we
tell
all
you the
keep-
truth.
God,
Yeah, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the
get
truth.
down to the specifics.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, brother, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Because you've been lying. But go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it a buck 50, right? So first of all, I'm not even an American and a black American, or I'm African. I'm
Now
an
this nigga
African
sound
black.
like he's from the UK.
I am.
Hey,
I
are you
am.
here?
And
Hey,
I infiltrated. And I
And
infiltrated. I
cosplaying
love this
as
shit.
hey,
I do it
bro,
for the
listen
game,
out.
brother.
I ain't want to say nothing.
We
I do it for
already
the
knew
game.
that.
But go
I
ahead,
do it
brother.
for
Go
the game.
ahead.
All right, I do it for the game. Not gonna lie, but let me tell you the truth. You're still wrong, bro. I was trolling you.
Hey,
Can I say something,
made
Polo?
an undercover come out.
Can I say
That's
something, Polo?
crazy, but we already knew that.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Bro,
look
Polo,
at this shit,
Polo, here's my
boy.
thing.
Hey,
Polo,
we done made an
When the
undercover
Asians,
come. Hey,
when the
we
Asians,
wasn't buying your joke. We wasn't buying it from the beginning, Paul. I don't know what the fuck you thought this
Come on,
was.
he was like,
But go
brother,
ahead.
brother. You were like, hey, my African brother, you know, my American brother. I thought, anyway, that's not the point, right? I want to show you something by doing that. First of all, I'm blending into Americans, you know,
you
I'm
didn't blend
blending.
in
You
this
didn't
shit. We
blend in
been
the
called
shit,
you out,
bro.
bro.
No.
I was calling you African from the jump, bro. Like I
I
see
thought
what
you was
you're
Come on,
talking.
Latino at
come
You
on,
didn't
first.
fool
come on.
nobody.
You don't sound
Yeah.
anything
We
like
have a
us.
culture and a way of speaking, bro. You didn't sound like us at all.
Nah,
That's
that's
why I
You're
had
not
cap,
to
bro.
on
call you
Like,
code,
out.
I'm from the
fam.
Shy and shit, you know. I know
That
auto lingo. I know the lingo. I know
Hey,
the.
hey,
it
look,
Bro,
hey,
doesn't
you
look,
are
y'all.
matter.
This,
You
look,
still
cosplay.
this,
have a
this is a
draw.
private
You
demo
definitely
cosplay.
ain't in from my land talking about you know the lingo. We don't even talk.
Right.
Anyways, Polo, it was cool, brother. We got other people on here. All right, Crypto, go ahead, brother.
Man, that was crazy right there. That was crazy work. I'm from
But you know, they all have the same talking points, and they all going to say things like, "We're all one people." But you see how you try to trick us. But he's a prime example of them trying to trick us into believing we're all one.
Fucking
That
tether.
we're not. We don't got the same agenda, but they gonna act like it. But go ahead, brother.
no, they prove the point. That's what they do. First, I'm from Illinois. I'm FBA, but
Okay.
yeah, that's exactly what they do. They prove the point. Those are the talking points, and they think that they uniting with us. They think that they rocking with us, but all those talking points that they bring up, that ain't what we about. So
Right.
it's good that it's good that all this is happening so everybody could see what's going on. And
Yeah.
like that brother say with the Pan African, I mean that's how we all was raised. We was all raised that way to be Pan Africans. We are everybody who looked like us, but then all of a sudden we found out everybody that we supporting what the white tea people have done to us. They have put everybody outside the country in positions. All our political people that look like us, they ain't us. And it's good for everybody to recognize that. That's why when we voting and they pushing all these policies to go against us, that ain't good for us going forward.
And y'all see that video that, sorry to cut y'all, but y'all see that video that's circulating on Instagram right now about Africans, white people admitting that they import Africans in to undermine Black Americans. It's out there. You know what I'm saying?
I seen that, but if y'all remember from the beginning, they was doing us like that. They was bringing us. They was bringing some of us in the house, and that's what they was doing to undermine everything. And then once they couldn't break that no more, they started bringing in people from Mexico, from Nigeria, from the Caribbean. They bring them in, get them a good spot, and then they put them over us, and they create all these wars or whatever. And we've been sitting all this time. We just been letting it happen. But now we standing up, and now we starting to ask those questions. Hold on, where you from? Where you from? Like we ain't used to ask that. We used to just look at it. You say you one of us, you one of us.
Okay, let me hear you talk for a second. Let me hear you talk. Oh, nah, you ain't one of us.
Yeah. You ain't you know, we can go back to some slang we can go to some old slang to figure out, nah, you ain't from here. What street you from? What street? Like it's all a different, like we know our people.
Right.
For sure. We can talk about spades, whatever you want to go, we can go through a whole nother, we can use movies. They won't be able to keep up with us. And that's why I be down when they say we don't got like different languages. Like, sure, I can speak a language you won't understand nothing I'm saying.
Exactly. All right, brother, I appreciate it. 1804, go ahead, brother. Zoe boy. What it is, fam? What's your name? Where you from? Sound like you from Florida.
Got to know that, boy. Boy, I've been on your trail, boy. You been talking crazy about them Z's, boy.
I don't know why you think I'm talking crazy, fam.
I ain't gonna lie, boy.
What I said I was crazy, brother.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy.
What I said I was crazy, brother.
Hey,
Go ahead.
what I said I was crazy. Bro. Hey, listen, bro. You got about 10 clips just about us. Bro, you got just about us, bro. Goddamn, bro.
Hey, bro, be on our ass, though.
Hey, hold on.
For real, bro.
Listen, y'all boys.
It's all love, though.
If you would have checked the video, you would see that I'm only responding to what y'all boys saying.
No, bro.
I'm coming out and I'm just saying shit out. Hey,
listen, fam. You gotta understand there's some folks cosplaying that Z shit too now. Real talk.
Yeah.
Real shit. It's some folks cosplaying that Zoe shit too now.
Right.
Real talk. But
like hey, like I was saying, bro, hey, I'll fuck with y'all boys, you feel me, bitch? I'll fuck with y'all boys, you feel me? But you be saying some real shit, but certain shit I'll be like, nah, it ain't it. Nah.
Hold on. They talking to me, brother. What shit I done said that made you want to say?
Bro, I wish I could go back, bro, but hey, it been about 2 months. I've been trying to get at you, bro. 2 months. Real shit, bro. Hey, it's so much shit. You feel me, bitch? I can't even bring that shit out. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, bro, you feel me? You be saying some real ass shit.
But hold on. Let me ask y'all boys something. So everybody say, especially Haitians, they be saying that Black Americans used to bully Haitians. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that?
Man, that
the Yanks versus Zoes.
See, for me, it's different. For me, it's different.
Hold on. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna let Peasy talk next. Go ahead, brother.
I ain't. Go ahead, 1804.
Yeah, that shit happened. That shit happened. I done seen it. I was there when that shit was happening. You feel me? But hey, shit ain't get right till that Zoe came that Zoe when he made that song. You feel me? That's when shit really got really right with us. You feel me? I know Zopan was stepping down for us. You feel me? But at the same time, the shit was still passing down and going on. You see what I'm talking about?
So here's what I want to ask y'all boys. How you know the difference between a Black American, a Jamaican, a Bahamian? Like, how you know who was who?
This my situation different though. I ain't never get picked on, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. You feel me? Because I'll always fall back.
I ain't
Yeah,
never
man.
get picked on too. That what
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying. I
where
seen it.
everybody coming from saying that black Americans used to bully those?
So listen to
Yeah,
this
I
now.
seen it. I
Li-
seen
I,
it. I used to
It's some
fight for
soft
Haitian.
ass
I used
I
to
ain't
fight.
even
Africans,
gonna
I used to
lie.
bro.
fight. I used to fight for my peoples too. So listen, it wasn't just FBAs picking on Haitian, bro. It was coming from FBA, Jamaicans, Bahamians, Dominicans. Everybody was picking on us, brother, till we stepped down, bro. So that's why
So,
I don't.
but here's my thing. I be feeling like y'all like to act like it was just us
Nah, I ain't saying
picking
that.
on them. See
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
saying that.
So a lot of Haitians will act like it's just black Americans.
Nah,
You know what I'm
I ain't.
saying?
I ain't saying that. It was.
You
It
know what I'm
was.
saying? So
It come
so
from.
that's the thing. And then on top of that, y'all be trying to say like we was like bullying y'all or trying to unalive y'all when it's kind of like that's not a part of our culture. You feel me? So when you come on, you try to put that stigma on us like we just these people that's just barbaric and just try to
Nah,
unalive you
it's
because you was
all
Haitian.
love, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
That shit come from
we
all
gotta
angles.
make sure we debunk those rumors. Like, hold on now. If
It,
something happened in the streets, it wasn't because you was Haitian. It had to be because of some street shit.
the
But
street shit.
that goes for
Exactly.
anybody though. That ain't
Exactly.
see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So I gotta come on here and defend my culture and let y'all know we don't unalive people for being whatever we're gonna rank the fuck out you, you're gonna get picked on.
Yeah, that's
But
the
for y'all
Florida
to say,
culture.
oh, they was doing that to us because we was warring and the Yanks hate us, and like, come on, bro, don't put dirt on our name like that. See what I'm saying? Because that's not how that shit went down.
Yeah,
It
the
had to
picking,
be
the
because something in
picking,
the
sometimes,
street went
the
down.
bro.
picking came from all
That
angles, man.
that go
Everybody was
another
picking.
problem I have with what you was saying too. When you be talking about black Americans, like what I don't like. So what we is? What we ain't black Americans because we from Haiti? No, I don't want to know that because I'm part of the America. Hey, the name is United States of America.
So when
So
I
that
say,
means
go ahead.
United States is a part of America. The YT people came with that American shit, so everywhere they go, they start calling them American.
See,
But y'all is
I
not the
digress.
only
I digress.
American.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, brother. In Haiti right now, is there a black Haitian? Is there an application that say black Haitian right now in Haiti right now?
What you mean? Like, no, we call ourselves Haitians.
Just Haitians, right?
Yeah.
Just Haitian. Okay, is there a black Jamaican in Jamaica right now? Do they have black Jamaica? Do they write black Jamaica in Jamaica?
No
Oh,
search.
so you basically
Okay,
what you,
so one more time. In Africa, is it a black African? Do they write on the application or it's just
bro?
Africa?
No, they
Africa
go by
is
their
not part
tribes
of
and
North
shit.
America.
So what I'm trying to say is when you come to America, the terminology
No,
black,
I'm already in America. When I come to United States, that a key word. When I come
it's
to the
not. It don't end
United
at
States
United States. It ends at United States of America.
of
USA.
of meaning a part or something.
So right. So politically, when we talk about America, this is the Americas, but this is America. See, I say there's a difference.
Come on, bro. That make no sense, bro.
It's
Come
not
on,
no
bro.
come on, bro. I ain't made
Come
this
on.
up. This is
No, no,
political.
those
I ain't
facts
made
and
this shit up.
shit.
This is political. I ain't say this shit, bro. You act like I made up the rules.
That's fact.
This is what's in law. This is
Hey,
America.
who wrote the law? Who wrote it down and said that y'all the real Americans? I want to know it.
That's what
No
everybody
way.
agreed
Hey,
on.
No,
so
it ain't what.
I'm gonna be honest with you. So them FBA real deal indigenous, bro. This they shit. No cap.
No, I ain't. Listen,
This they shit, brother. We got
listen.
our
I'm
own
not
shit.
saying. No, I'm not saying that's my shit. I never said that. Now,
Okay,
I'm
then
not
that
saying that ain't they shit. But what
so
I'm saying is they is not the only black Americans.
okay. So
That's
I'm gonna break it down to you.
that's what
So
I'm saying. I'm not
they
saying
not
that's not
saying
they
that.
shit. Now,
Okay, so I'm gonna break it down to you. They ain't saying they are the foundation of black Americans, bro. You understand? So we come over, we become citizens, they don't make us foundational, bro. We just US
I'm
citizens.
not talking about no foundation, no fam.
Nigga.
I'm
But hey,
talking about
hold on, fam, hold
Bro,
on,
bro,
fam.
just
And
because
first of
your
all,
country, Haiti,
without,
all right, there's 23 countries in North America.
the
Haiti's
facts.
one of them, right here. But you're Haitian. You are Haiti. The country you come from is called Haiti. The country we come from is called America.
Nah,
The
it
United
called
States of
United States. It
America.
called
Bruh,
United
bruh,
States.
bruh,
Of
yeah,
is
bruh,
mean part of
bruh,
something.
bruh.
Don't say
Black
that, OG.
American,
Come
listen, wait,
on
hold
now.
up. Black American is a bloodline, just like Haitian is a
there's a lineage.
Oh,
bloodline.
brother.
Just
Hey,
like
listen, Haitians don't
Jamaican
fight each
is
other.
a
That's what y'all don't
bloodline.
know, man.
That is the
That's
name
my
of
Z.
our tribe. You feel me?
What
You're
the tribe?
Haitian, that's the name of your
Now,
tribe.
I'm gonna
We're Black Americans, that's the name of our tribe. That's a
No,
bloodline.
no.
So y'all
Your
fighting each other over our
tribe
lineage
is
though, which is
United
some
States.
bullshit.
Nah, nah,
Nah,
nah.
Hey,
I was
okay.
just trying to break down the
nah.
game.
Hold
The
on, hold on.
game
Hey, hold
plan.
on, hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. Hey, bro. So this is the issue. The issue is y'all coming over here trying to tell us who he is. You see what I'm saying? When you come out, you say you Haitian, nobody questions that. You know, there is no dispute. There is no the white man said this. The white, it just is what it is. But when you come here, you start telling us, nah, y'all ain't the only one. Yes, we is, bro. Because black, the terminology black is aligned to a lineage here in the history. See what I'm saying? The same way Haiti is rooted in history and a culture, same thing black is. You just put the America behind it, black American. That's us. Now you may be black, but you're not black American. It's a difference to it. See what I'm saying? So there's legal processes that belongs to us, like reparations. If we were to go to court right now, they pass, all right, all black Americans get reparations. Your ass ain't getting reparations, brother. You ain't got the lineage. See what I'm saying? So there is things that makes us different. So although you're black, you're not black American. And then we even had to come out with a term called FBA to make it even more specific, because some of y'all don't understand that you're just not black when you come to America. That's it. But go ahead, brother. You got something to say to that?
I do.
Thing that we talking about, I'm black, but I'm not American. But
Okay, for
how can I?
instance, because your lineage,
We literally have a Black American heritage flag, bro. We have a Black American heritage flag that ain't got shit to do with you. You wave your Haitian flag, you fuck with your Haitian flag. I don't carry your fucking Haitian flag, bro. And you don't have a Black
Hey,
American
bro,
heritage
I ain't
flag.
even gonna
And
lie, bro. We talking
y'all
respectfully.
wonder why we
Don't
going
come
into
around here talking
FBA, and y'all
all
wonder
that
why we
little
doing all
tough
this
shit
lineage
around this
shit,
bill,
because y'all
boy.
niggas is
I
slow
Why
as
ain't
does
even
he
fuck.
come
gonna
off
lie to you.
angry?
You slow as
When do I
fuck,
get to
fuck, nigga.
talk?
Fuck you talking about? Bitch, I'm in Bragg County, nigga. I'm in
I don't know
Bragg
what the fuck
County.
you is, nigga. You
Bitch, I'm
saying you a Black
Haitian with
American
it.
with your
Bitch, I'm
bitch
zip
ass, nigga. You a
stepping with it.
Haitian,
This
nigga.
is the
You a
issue.
little
Carry
okay,
your
bitch.
hey,
own
This is
look,
the
lineage,
look,
bitch
look,
issue.
look,
ass
look,
nigga.
look.
Fuck
Hey,
you think
hey,
you
hey,
talking
hey,
to?
y'all. Hey,
Y'all
so when
hoe
y'all
ass
say,
niggas. Take it.
so hold on. So when y'all say why,
Yeah.
so when y'all say, so when y'all say why I came after the Haitians, this is the issue. The issue is they don't want to listen because we're not saying nothing wrong, but they don't like to be told that
Nah,
they're
brother.
wrong. See what
Nah,
I'm
brother.
They
saying?
want to leech off
I'm
our fucking
agreeing,
muscle,
fam.
they useless ass
So when
niggas.
they say, hey, why you came after the Haitians? I ain't come after nobody. Y'all just don't like the way a nigga talk. See what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing crazy, but you're taking it as I'm saying something crazy. See what I'm saying? So there needs to be some delineation between us because y'all are too hypersensitive. I don't know why.
Ass bitch.
I have a
I don't know
question.
why.
I
Listen,
Hold
In
on.
the
Hold on. I don't know why. See what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but y'all are too sensitive when it comes to our culture,
we're
our
not
lineage,
sensitive, sir.
our
I
thing.
actually
Go ahead. Go ahead,
AI.
simply. Go ahead.
I came up because you were having a conversation with someone that wasn't American. So I wanted to answer that question, but now you guys went on another different topic.
No, go ahead.
So
Go back to it. You can go back to it.
yeah, because I think so. As an African person, we don't initially we did not have an issue with the FBA,
Okay.
and I'll stand on it. Now I have an issue with FBA because
Now you got
I
the issue.
think this absolutely. So here's the reason. Before, when it was popularized by Mr. Tariq Nasheed, it makes sense by definition.
Mm-hmm.
The definition says foundational Black America. These people are not ignoring that they came from the transatlantic slave ship. They're still tying it back to the reparation. Everything seemed fine. Now those were the intelligent people. People. So I heard it once in the blue moon, and then finally I joined TikTok. The first thing you hear is people like Dr. No Job. So when you first hear your information from ignorance, and all of a sudden the conversation is associated with Africans, and you start to insult Africans, then yeah, I no longer respect the term anymore because I've never heard an African American speak in that manner.
Well,
You
I'm
see what
not
I'm saying?
understanding. What did you hear that you didn't like? I didn't catch that part. What did you hear?
So a lot of things were said, like you Africans are this, you Africans are that. All of those
Okay.
things, all the things that you guys dismiss and you call it roasting,
But yeah,
right?
you see the Haitians just
Because
hopped on here. The Haitians,
hold on, no,
they
that's their problem. But that's the thing. This is the thing that we have to be aware of. There's so many contradictions. There's one that says when we come here,
It's always about us.
we hold on. No, the contradiction is always when we come here, we want to be close proximity to YT. Then you hear another person saying when we come here, we mind our business and we don't want to connect with you all. So I feel like this all these anecdotal experiences has affected
the real understanding of why certain people, and now I can now put them in one box, the FBA, are so anti-Africans.
Okay, so ma'am, let me ask you something because I love the way you're speaking right now. So what did you and your family come here for? Are you in America right now?
Yes, I'm
What
glad you
what
asked.
what did you come here for?
What do we come here for?
Yeah, what was the reason?
100%, an opportunity.
Okay.
100%.
So you didn't have
Mm-hmm.
Black Americans in mind whatsoever when you came over here. You didn't acknowledge that we're going through a struggle or a fight. You just came here, and then who's giving you those opportunities? Where are you going
I'm
to get
glad
those
you mentioned
opportunities?
that. So, see, you asking me a question, but then you summarized everything without asking me in between questions. When we came here, I didn't come here. I didn't come here until my parents arrived. So, my parents were, you have to understand the educational system as well, depending on what country you're from. Not everyone is from
What country are your
Nigeria.
parents from?
Not everyone, Senegal.
Senegal.
So,
Okay.
not everyone is colonized by the English people. So, we don't all speak English, right?
Okay.
So when we get our education can be very unique. A lot of the women probably have a middle school education, meaning there's this foundation of how women or some women are brought up, depending on religion, where your environment is. You're very hyper focused on tradition, simply tradition. That's the first thing. The second part of that is my father happened to be a great cook, and then when he applied for the visa, he had to show us, he came here by merit. He had to have a skill set that brought him here. So he came and then had to work two jobs. His first job, take care of his
Oh,
family and
here we
bring
go
money
with the
back
two
home.
dogs.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the thing. You guys can't do that. It's a
Bad
true
immigrant
story.
stories, bro.
My dad was even
Okay.
listen, but my dad was even in the Boston, the Herald, straight up.
Okay, ma'am. So
Yeah.
you came. So to simplify what you just said, because I didn't
Hmm.
ask all that. I just asked you a simple
But
question.
you needed to know that because so I don't want you to start assuming everyone has the same
Well,
story.
listen, man. Regardless of what you say or whatever, not what you say. Regardless of what the reason is the answer's still the same. You came here for economic benefits and education that you couldn't get on your own country. Oh, yeah, in your own country.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
we call that an economic refugee. Okay,
Okay,
so
and that's fine.
okay, and
But
as an
that did
economic,
not.
okay, hold on now. So here's my next
Okay.
question: as an economic refugee, who is giving you the opportunity and benefits when you come here?
So, what do you mean benefits? I need to understand that part. Break it down for me.
Benefits of having a visa or green card,
All right, now we can
loans.
talk about the Immigration Act, the Civil Rights Act, right?
Oh,
You
no, no, no,
learn
no.
that.
No. Before we get there, I need you to answer
Yeah.
this simple question: who is giving you your visa and your green card?
As far as I know, I grew up here, so I don't know who gave it to them. But let's just say, for because I know where you're going with this, I'm gonna say the Jewish
Appreciate
man gave
that,
it to
brother.
me. Einstein did.
You said who? You
Einstein gave
said
it to me.
Einstein?
Mr. Einstein. Yep.
Okay, so them crackers. They gave it to you. Perfect. All right, so
Mm-hmm. He gave it to me.
they gave okay, so off rip, your alliance is with YT proximity.
You're
Off
saying that,
rip.
but that's not what happened.
You just said it happened.
No, you just asked me
And
the
this whole
question, who gave it
time.
to me? And I said, I'll give you the response that yes, Mr. Einstein gave it to me. Einstein gave you guys everything as well. He signed the dotted line for the Civil Rights
Hey,
Act.
hey.
And
Whoa,
this is
he
why
gave
y'all
me
not black
exclusive.
Americans.
None of my
This is
family,
why you are
nothing.
not a black
There
American.
we go.
And
This
that,
is exactly why.
that's the problem
Y'all
right
boys,
there.
it's like we can bring it out of
You
them. Let me
guys,
see
it's
y'all
true.
That's the problem. That's how
It's
you know they
true.
aligned. That's how you
We
know
all
they
have the
got
same
something
trauma
going for 'em.
experience. It is what it
Hold on,
is.
Simply. Hey, you see
Hey,
how you got
hey,
We
everybody
have the
riled
same
up?
trauma experience.
You see how you got
Yes,
everybody
we
riled up?
do.
Hold on. You see how you got
Say
everybody riled
something.
up? So obviously, there's a point where there's a disconnect that you guys are not understanding for some strange reason. I don't get it because you coming over here. We not going over there talking like that about y'all. I'm not going to Jamaica. I'm not going to the islands. I'm not going to Africa talking crazy about y'all history and what y'all done and what might be yours and what not be yours. If I go to Africa right now and I see they built some shit, but it's occupied by colonizers, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, that's the colonizer shit." What? Why would I
Well, you
do
gonna
that?
say,
That's
but
so.
I just told you how it is. History. I told you what the policy was. You ignore that. You completely ignore that.
Sorry, man. What was
I
the policy?
told you. I talked about. I just brought it up. I brought the Civil Act, right, and I brought the Civil Act, right, and the Immigration Act. And what I wanted to add to that was, and I stand on this. Everything that was assigned, no matter who boycotted, no matter who protested, we could talk about all the Pan Africans. Everyone that signed that, there had to be a what is it called, a messiah or superior, someone that think they were superior to black people, to stand by black people and sign that document. That's a fact.
What are you
Do you
talking
Okay.
think
about?
I don't know
anything
what
could
you
be
talk. I
signed?
don't know what you're talking about right
Yeah,
now.
No, I'm
I
talking about the
But
Civil Rights Act. Do you
No,
think
somebody to
anything?
educate
Do you
her.
think? Hold on. Let's be on. I'm well educated, actually. So here's the thing. So do you think anything is signed without the white
Cannot
team
educate me on
benefit?
nothing about
wait,
civil
I'm
hold on,
asking
rights.
you
hold
to
on,
ask
hold
her.
on,
You
hold on,
can't.
hold on. Let's let him. I'm really trying to understand what you're talking about. Go ahead. One more time.
I'm really asking you that question. Do you think anything can be signed without the white team benefit? Do you think the Civil Rights Act was signed for the Africans in mind? No.
Okay. Ooh, that was that part. What did I think anything was signed without the Africans in mind?
Exactly. Well,
Wait,
except for
wait, hold on, hold
the
on.
Pan Africans
I'm gonna
that
let Odam get you in a second. What, ma'am? What part of this country is ours? Are you not understanding? Why would I be thinking about Africans for our civil rights? Man, matter of
and
fact,
that's fair.
but hold on, the civil rights was still for you. We had you in mind. Matter of fact, that was a horrible example.
That's actually true. That is
We
very
had
true
you in
because we
mind.
have the Pan African on
So,
our side. We
right,
did.
so
We
I'm
have
not
the Pan
understanding
Africans on our side.
what did you think the civil rights was for? Hold on. So
No, and
now, are you
that's the thing.
shitting on the
All I'm
same
saying
people?
is,
Let me ask you something. Are you shitting on the same people who fought for you to have these benefits that you love so much?
Yes, she
are you
is.
genuinely asking, or are you asking me how I am with
I'm
black
generally
people?
asking because you just said
It
y'all don't
sounds like
have.
a
Hold on,
rhetorical
hold on. I'm
question. It
repeating
sounds
your
like a
words.
got me
I'm
question.
repeating your words. You just said y'all don't own nothing. Y'all can't do nothing
I
without the
didn't say I
white.
never said you don't own anything. I
Oh,
said nothing.
you said something. We can't do nothing without the white man. And that tone right there just comes off like, well, damn, that don't sound like somebody I fought for back in the 60s. That don't sound like somebody I was rooting for or advocating for to come to the benefit because I know her country was under distress, and I understand that white supremacy is global. Why would she talk like that? Why would she say something like that? Well, go ahead.
AI, you made it very personal. You said that you fought for. If I was
It's
educated,
our
Who
period,
I
history. It's
did it?
personal to us.
it is your history. But
It's
guess
our
what?
ancestors.
A, a lot of the civil rights people also had African descent. Am I right or wrong?
Where? Who? Which
You're
ones?
I'm
wrong.
Wait, hold on,
wrong.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Again,
Who has somebody there African descent?
No, I'm asking. Am I wrong? There were people.
Yes.
So
So
name
let's talk
one.
about.
You
who
just
Okay,
had
let's talk
you
about
African?
tell
Mark.
us.
Listen,
Was
you
Marcus
made a
Garvey
statement,
a Pan African?
huh?
Was
Jamaica.
Marcus Garvey a Pan African?
Was from
He was from
Jamaica.
Jamaica, but he didn't start the civil
Yes,
rights
but he
movement.
still had African descent.
He didn't start the
But
civil
he's
rights
from
movement.
Jamaica.
Okay,
But
fine.
he still had African descent.
Okay, fine. You got one
Hold on one
person out
second.
of
Hold on. I got
thousands.
to put my child to bed. Hold on
You
one
got
second.
one. You got one person out of thousands. Okay, and this is another thing. Y'all get one person who might have did something out of the 1,000 Black Americans, and y'all just get that one person all the credit.
And he wasn't even
Not
one
even.
AI. He wasn't even a Black American like us. She's spreading a
Mm-mm.
bunch of false information. I'm gonna wait for her to get to her baby and get back on because I want her to hear me.
Yeah, you can talk this on there. She go. You know what I'm saying? They so condescending because they try to come off as like they so sweet, but they really don't be knowing none. They really not. That's just their way of trying to
When I say
say
they
stuff.
illiterate, because they literally, it's not to be funny. It's because they really are literate in a subject on the information.
Right.
Be clear real quick about. Let's be clear about Marcus Garvey real quick. Marcus Garvey was Jamaican. He was born in 1887, but they moved to America in like 1916. So by the time the civil rights movement popped off, Marcus Garvey had been in America for like 40, 50
I'm
years.
about to clear. Yeah, nigga, shut the fuck up. Little
Oh,
faggot ass boy.
Chad stuff, you fucking
Hey,
immigrant.
y'all boy, hell y'all. They
Fucking
go to
immigrant.
yes.
They go to Haitians. I told y'all boys, when y'all be asking why y'all the
You
Haitians.
can't even wave an American flag with pride, you fucking broke ass bitch.
Calm down. Everybody calm down.
Call himself a black American bitch. You a Haitian bitch.
Wait, are you back or are you still fleeing?
Hey
Where
man, she
are you,
gotta
Sadie?
she gotta go do some research. That's all. She gotta do some
Oh.
research.
Second. One more time. Wait a minute. 1 second.
Kelly Joe.
No, bro. I just feel like they just so ignorant, and they're also
Hey,
rude and entitled. They're entitled to what we
hey,
are.
let me tell y'all
Like it's
This is
something.
the
clearly
worst.
without us,
Yeah.
y'all would be
Hey,
nothing.
The
Hey, let me tell y'all
breaches.
something. When I started talking, listen. So the thing about me and the Haitians is, I first came out and I tried to debunk what the Mexicans was saying because the Mexicans was getting riled up by ICE and shit. So I came out and I made a video saying, hell no, we don't need to help them motherfuckers. Get them. We don't need to do shit because they ain't do shit for slavery. They ain't do shit for redlining. They ain't do shit for Emmett Till. They ain't never do nothing for nothing. So we don't got to do nothing. We fought for slavery by ourselves. We ain't get no help from nobody. And then the Mexicans say, well, we helped y'all escape into Mexico during slavery. And then when I researched it, man, it was the black Mexicans who helped niggas get into Mexico. You modern day Mexicans, y'all ain't do shit. Matter of fact, y'all done killed the black Mexican who was helping black people get into Mexico. Matter of fact, the Florida Seminoles, you know what I'm saying? We fought for our own freedom. And then the Haitians started coming with their flags. I'm like, what the fuck y'all raising y'all flags for? And then they started telling me that we was there. When, bitch? When? Since when? And when you Google it, they wasn't there like that. So what I think it is, it's a prideful thing, and this is why we got to draw the line. So we don't have, because what people like, because here's the thing, what people like to do is they like to shame us into bring them into our culture and saying that we're all one. So I'm saying, because they'll say things like, oh, we was there, we helped out, we did this, and then when we do the research, you wasn't there like that, brother.
No.
See what I'm saying? So we don't really owe you nothing. We don't owe you acceptance into our culture. And then when you came here, you didn't do nothing. We didn't benefit from you being here. So this whole idea that we all need to come together is kind of like, where do I benefit from you being? We got this girl simply telling us, well, you can't do nothing with white people. Like, God,
It's true. I'm right here.
Back. Hold on, Simply. Let's pivot back a little bit, right?
Oh dang. Okay. Oh dang.
Hold on, Simply. Hold on, Simply. We let you ramble and spread information for a good 5 minutes, so you need to be addressed. We're gonna pivot back a little bit.
That was 2.5 minutes. But go ahead.
Hold on, Simply. Self-control. See how they don't have self-control, AI? When the truth is coming, they panic.
Go ahead. I guess you're
okay. So, thank you.
She's muted, Odell. Go ahead.
Yeah, when the truth comes, they panic. They're ready to flee like the way they fled over here. So we're going to pivot back to Simply real quick. Simply initially came on and said, I was all for Black people until I heard Dr. No Job. And you've seen me on Dr. No Job's panel, so you know how Dr. No Job
and let's not do a synopsis.
Not you, Simply. I'm talking to AI. I'm talking to AI. You've seen me on the panel, so you know which panel she's talking about. And then Tariq. So she is trying to say, I was for Black people until I heard Dr. No Job and and Tariq speak about FBAs. Let me make it clear. FBA is not a gang. I think I invited you to one of his live, but whatever. FBA is not a gang. It is a lineage, right? We're a culture. Just like in Senegal, they have 36 different ethnic groups. So are you trying to tell me simply out of the 36 ethnic groups, which means you will be excluded from 35 of those because you would have to choose a group? That means that you hate them and you don't like them because they are not you. That shows that you are prejudiced. That shows that you have no tolerance for people that are not like you. And that shows that you have hatred in your heart. That's why we don't like you all. You said
I like that. You summarized it. You don't like us all.
Hold on, Simply. Hold on, Simply. We even gave you time to go get your kid in order and come back. So please don't interrupt. Show some
I don't put my kid in here. Let's relax a little bit.
Simply stop. Hold yourself together. So what we're simply saying to you, Miss Simply, you cannot come here as a guest and tell a ethnic group how they should behave to cater to your feelings. And secondly, there are no FBAs colonizing Senegal. They were colonized by the French. Not one FBA has went there and colonized you, raided your village, or
said that. That's the first thing I said in the beginning. You don't listen, do you? I said that.
Simply, I know the truth hurts. So your animosity should only be directed towards the French. You should be happy that the civil rights movement, that you couldn't even say the words, it's called the civil rights movement, help you get here. So you need to be a little more humble. You need to be more grateful and stop telling us what you don't like and telling us how much you appreciate us because we paved the way for you, not the French.
And that was supposed to what? So right now you have a very authority complex mindset. I think you said a lot, but you didn't really say anything. I just told you in the beginning, I gave you my background. I said we were not colonized by the British. You see what I'm saying? And then I told you specifically, it's the FBA. That's my whole point. Don't you? Are you listening? I said we.
Okay, go ahead. Simply go ahead. Go ahead. She's muted.
I'm confused. I really am confused. I
Go ahead.
specifically said
You can
not
talk.
everyone is colonized by the British people, right?
Okay.
So some of us speak French, and that's why I gave the example that we're from Senegal. That's it. So bringing up 36 different ethnic groups is not the fact. That's not the point right here. The point is when we decide to identify something and it's positive, people should mind their business. I can completely respect that. It's when you tie it back to Africans, then it becomes an insult, and it comes to a point that we have to defend ourselves. So you already have an agenda. You already oh damn, you already made up your mind a long time ago. You said that's why you don't like us. And then you finally had an aha moment. Hold on. And you finally had an aha moment, and your aha moment, and your aha moment.
Go ahead, Odell.
That's misinformation that she's spreading.
Go ahead.
AI, you hear how she's saying she has no respect for our ethnic group, which is FBA. She's saying when it comes to ethnic groups, that doesn't matter. Sweetheart, that is the whole point of this whole conversation. We are an ethnic group. You need to respect our ethnic group. And you're coming on here saying it doesn't matter. But you have 36 ethnic groups in Senegal. Should we respect those different groups or just say they're all one?
If they don't work for you, you shouldn't respect them. If they're against you, you shouldn't respect them.
There's 36 ethnic groups in Senegal. Just answer my question. Should we respect all of them as 36 or just say, hey, forget it, they're all one?
You guys just listen. You're not a prosecutor. We're not having a yes or no. Context matters. If it doesn't apply to you and you feel like they're against you, absolutely go against them as well. Who am I to tell you to support 36?
So
you got the LGBTQA people. I could care less.
Kelly,
that has nothing to do with it. AI, you get what I'm asking her. I'm asking her a very simple question. And like most people, and you don't know what I do for a living. That's why I have your back to the wall. If you respect
you don't have my back.
36, hold on. If you respect the 36 ethnic groups in your country by name,
how do you not respect them? How do you not respect them?
Ask the question. Go ahead. Okay.
Right. So AI, if she could respect and acknowledge all 36 different ethnic groups in Senegal, you're telling me that you can't acknowledge the one Black ethnic group, which is FBA in America? The level of disrespect is just baffling.
Oh, okay. Oh, dang. Are you asking me or are you telling me? Because one thing I could say, and I'm, it might.
She's asking you. She's asking you.
She's asking. Okay. Yeah.
Why can't you respect?
If there are, so I don't respect the triple K.
Okay. So the triple K's in Senegal? I'm talking about the 36 ethnic groups that are in your homeland. There's 36.
Before I answer that question,
do you acknowledge and recognize all 36? That's a yes or no question.
What is the most high stereotypical thing you guys say about Africa? We have a lot of tribalism, right?
They can't even answer it.
I want to answer.
So simply, ma'am. I'm gonna have to take you off because you do this a lot. You even did this with me.
My apologies. My apologies, AI. I'll answer this. I don't respect all 36 communities because some of them work against me. Does that help? Okay. Does that fit your narrative?
Hold on. That was a beautiful answer. I loved it. One more time.
Thank you.
Say it one more time. One more time.
I don't respect everybody.
In your own country, the 36.
Yeah, because we believe in accountability. You don't work on accountability. You don't hold your own people accountable.
So in your own country, this is the African who's talking. In your own country.
And yes, this is an African. Keep it recorded.
Yeah, it's gonna be recorded. So the African said that in her own country,
this will be televised.
They look at each other and they don't have the same agenda with each other, so they don't respect each other. Basically, right?
You know what? I don't like the word respect. I think you can still respect people and still have your differences.
Okay, but you respect. But you hold on. But you respect each other's agendas, right? Different agendas.
I cannot respect people that don't respect me. How about that?
No. That's not my question. So out of the 36, there's some countries that you don't respect their agenda because it doesn't align with you. Correct? Yes or no?
You know what? Maybe Odang went to Senegal. I didn't even know we had 36
tribes. Why? Just answer the question.
I'm being honest. I didn't know we had 36 tribes.
Okay. With however many tribes, you understand that not every tribe has your best interest, best agenda, right, ma'am?
No, what I'm saying is now I can't, if I have to be completely honest, I can't answer if I don't know the whole 36 tribes. But the ones I know so far.
The number 36.
Apologize.
I just said countries. Well, however many. You don't respect all of them, right? Correct? Because they don't align with your
No,
agenda.
actually, I respect the ones I know. I respect all the ones I know.
So which ones did you say you didn't respect? Which ones you don't respect?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I realized, you know what, you guys pushed me against the wall for no reason, because then I'm like, wait a minute, how can I disrespect something I don't know? You
Okay,
know, I
man.
did my due diligence and kind of learned about the FBA a little bit
So
more.
I don't know what it is. Maybe you're new to America, but we're gonna give you a break because you're giving me a migraine. Next, all right, Kelly, brother, go ahead, Kelly or sis.
Don't educate them about their own stuff, y'all. They at least can do their
You
part.
know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Kelly, go ahead. All
And
right,
Leon, you actually look like you're Fulani. You look
all
like one of
right.
my peoples.
CJMO, Siege Mo,
Freaking bad.
go ahead, brother. What's your
Yeah,
name? Where you
what's
from?
up? You said what?
I said, what's your name and where you from, brother?
Yeah, Mo, I've been here, man. I'm from Georgia, man. I've been here before. That's how I heard the whole Haitian story. That shit had me.
So
Yeah,
you know where I'm coming from. You been here for the beginning.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I was just here really to, cause I saw you said MLK files or something like that. But damn, bro, you got hella people in your comments just hating on African people, talking about they ain't got no electricity, they're not civilized, like. But like, I understand we trying to make jokes, but if they actually believe that shit, I mean, they gotta have just that's just ignorant, man.
So what do you think is the problem
Thank
here with
you.
that? You don't believe in ranking, bro? You don't
I'm sorry,
what
what'd you say?
you from Georgia, right?
Yeah. Well, my mom is Sudanese, so yeah,
Oh, so you're African. You part African.
yeah.
Okay, so you know how we just get down like that, brother. It's just
No,
jokes.
I understand. I understand the jokes, but I mean, cause look, so me
I mean,
personally, I,
hold on, and then hold on. Y'all make it easier when y'all start talking like simply, and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying?
oh no,
We
oh
gonna
no,
come
listen,
flying with
bro.
the jokes.
I'm lucky I'm not like that black because I don't get the the African booty scratcher jokes. But listen, bro, I know how to join on their ass now, and I don't give a fuck if they call me African. Cause look, bro, I understand one thing, and I don't care who said like black people all across the globe. We are not all the same. We're not all one. Not everybody in the United States, or like all black people in the United States, are the same. You go to the West Coast, they do things differently than the East Coast. Like it's just, and there's nothing wrong with division. It's really nothing wrong with it. I mean,
No,
you can
yeah.
bring the unity with division. Oh, you do this differently than me, but I fuck with it. So I really don't see nothing wrong with it. But then like when like narratives start getting spun around and like shit start hitting the fan, like that's when I was like, okay, bro, like let's
So
be
so
real.
where do you think this stems from? Where do you think these narratives come from? Why do you think we're talking like this amongst each other? Where do you think it came from? Who do you think
You
started it?
you mean like the whole FBA thing?
Yeah. What do you think of FBA becoming a group? It's a lineage, but what do you think of it becoming more pronounced or putting a name to the lineage? What do you think about this delineation? What do you think about how we speaking to each other? What do you think about it all?
I mean, to a sense, I get it and I respect it, but at the same time, I don't understand like how far that stems. Like, is FBA for someone like me that was like born in America and was raised around black culture, or is it for somebody who's
No.
descended from slaves?
So yes, FBA stand is a lineage, and you need at least one parent that's 5 generations here that ties you to slavery and the people who were the foundation of America. If you don't have that, then you wouldn't be considered FBA. But even there's people here who are fully FBAs on both sides, and they don't have the ideologies of FBA. So I'm a firm believer is if you don't have the ideology and agenda, I don't give a fuck what your bloodline is. You're not FBA. So FBA is not only a bloodline and lineage, it's also a way of thinking and people who have the same agenda as well. Those are the two things that I consider will make you FBA.
Okay, I see. I get it. Then I get it. I mean, yeah, because that's what I was a little confused about. I mean, because nowadays you have people saying, and by the way, I only really see this like on TikTok or on Instagram. I really don't see people like out and about saying, like,
Well, we not. I'm not gonna scream down the street that I'm FBA.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if I just hear people say like I'm black, or if they like immigrated here, they'll say like what country they're from. But
Yeah, they'll
I
pick.
really don't see a
You
problem with
only
it.
need you need somebody who is tied to the lineage of FBA. But if you don't have FBA ideologies, you wouldn't be considered FBA, even if you have family That's
Yeah.
tied to it.
So I saw something a couple days ago where it was like a panel like this, except it was like way, way worse. Where like a couple groups of FBAs were saying we need to boycott African businesses, and I was just sitting there watching. I was like, why are you like? Because I think that Africans only make up like less than 10 million% of the immigrant population. I'm
Mhm.
just thinking like, why are you trying to boycott a group of people who really don't even make up the majority when you have people out here like Target and other racist companies like they are purposely telling you we don't want you, but you don't want to boycott them. And these small African businesses, I mean, they're like in the
Boycott
black
Target.
community.
So well, I'm gonna let Starboy get it after I say this real quick. So here's the problem, and a lot of people say this in my comment section. Why are you attacking other black people? Why are you attacking the Haitians? Why are you attacking the Africans? Why are you going after people who look like myself? And the thing about it is, these are the people that are closest to us. They put these people in our neighborhoods. These are people that sometimes we can't tell who they are until they speak. These are people who know, I wouldn't say our secrets, but they know us. And then for you to undermine me when you my next door neighbor, or you know what I'm saying, you're in my community, you're dangerous. See what I'm saying? What they say is a close friend is way worse than the enemy, because the enemy gonna keep their ass the distance. Like white folks, we don't really interact with white folks like that. But an African who comes over here and they assimilate and try to act like they're one of us, but they're really not, and they undermine us, that's more of a threat. That's an immediate threat. Not saying white folks ain't a problem either. We never stop dealing with white folks. That's the thing. But we're just now dealing with these new groups of people. Y'all are fairly new. See what I'm saying? So while y'all thinking the agenda stopped, the agenda didn't stop. You guys are just here now, and we have to figure out how to deal with you. Like I keep bringing up Wes Moore, the Baltimore mayor. Black Americans don't deserve reparations. Nigga, what the fuck? What black American would ever say that? You're not black American, sir. You're half Jamaican, half FBA, and your ideology is for white supremacy. So, and then by looks, we will say, oh yeah, this person's black. They got to be black American. No, sir. They don't understand. So yeah, so we have to start nitpicking at y'all now. We have to start boycott. We have to start cleaning out the house because you're a threat. Because we can't identify you until you start speaking. And by the time you start speaking, it might be too late. You might be the goddamn president.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I honestly thought Brandon Scott was 100% Black American. I really thought this
No.
was someone that was like, I never knew that.
No,
This is the first
his
I'm
name's
hearing
not
that.
Brandon. His name's not Brandon Scott. His name is let me double check. His name's Wes Moore. Brandon Scott is the
Oh, I
new.
thought you were talking about the okay, never mind. Yeah.
No, because you might be right. Hold on. Wes.
And you know something, AI, that's always funny to me? People come up and always tell us what we should do, but I have not heard one African hold
Exactly.
another
That's what pisses
African
me off.
accountable for coming up spreading misinformation. He should have came up
Right.
and checked Simply. You should have came up and said,
The
"Hey,
one.
Simply, why are you being an ungrateful person who openly admitted if I don't know who those people are, I don't like them, even if they're from my own country, Senegal." That's who you should have checked. That shows you that she's a prejudiced woman. Y'all need to start
I was
checking your
just about to
fellow
call you. I
AI,
Africans
was just
to
about to
they're
call
prevent
you
not a
this.
prejudice. That's
threat.
crazy.
The
I
the
was
other
just about to call
peoples,
you prejudice.
they
Wait,
don't
hold on,
they
brother. Go
don't
ahead,
spit in
Indian
your
man. What you said?
face while you feeding them.
Hmm?
They don't sit up and they'll go behind the scenes and talk about you behind the scenes. These people will spit in your face while you
Who?
they livelihood. That's the issue. That's the
And
training
she
No,
that's
openly
going
admitted
on.
that she doesn't respect culture she don't know. So if she doesn't respect the
I
cultures in
openly admitted.
Senegal, she's
Yeah,
definitely not going to respect
because they're
Okay.
definitely
FBA. She
not a
openly
threat.
said that.
They trying to be though.
and,
But
and can
it's
I
the
say something real
training,
quick?
the straightening that needs to happen. That's what's going on.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? We're just trying to
Oh
straighten.
boy.
We're just trying to tighten y'all up a little bit. Go ahead, Starboy.
Yeah, and then like I know a lot of them be saying like, well, why is it just Africans? Like, it's really not just Africans. We've been boycotting a lot of businesses. Actually, Target was one of the first businesses during the DEI situation that we boycotted. They lost like
Jay,
five
you
hundred million
next. My
dollars. But
bad. You've been trying to talk. Go ahead, Starboy. My bad.
okay, my bad, my bad. But yeah, I just wanted to say like the reason that a lot of people in the Black diaspora are getting a lot of heat right now is because what y'all don't understand is that First of all immigrants in America share the same exact ideology. You all have adopted a YT supremacist ideology and y'all don't realize it. We experience the same thing from the Hispanic community, from the Asian community, but the reason we're boycotting them too. We're boycotting the Asians, the Hispanics. We're not really endorsing any immigrant businesses as much as we possibly can. But the reason that we're having a conversation with the Africans is because not only are a lot of Africans now saying we are brothers, but they're also saying, well, I'm an African American, I'm a Black American. We're the same, so we have to address y'all directly. That is part of the reason why you see the term FBA come alive, because of Africans identifying as us, infiltrating our politics,
Right.
infiltrating
Erasing.
our political system to go against our best interests. So that's a huge reason, why we're saying that. So I just want to ask the immigrants a question. I want to ask y'all a question, to the Black immigrants that's coming up here, the disrespectful Haitian that was up here. I want to ask y'all a question. So if Black Americans, because what really happened is
Haitians will make you sad, dog. I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Haitians be trying to bully people into shit, like we not, like they think we not about that life, but we crazy too though, for real. But I have a question for y'all, because civil rights was a war for Black Americans, and basically when we got civil rights passed and it impacted immigration, it seems like a lot of immigrants, Black immigrants, came over here and said, and not just Black immigrants, but all of them said, oh, okay, well, the war is over. When in actuality, civil rights was just a battle. That wasn't the end of the war. We won that one battle, and we were supposed to unite and continue the war. You guys gave up, bowed down to YT supremacy, and helped it grow. But I'm gonna ask y'all a question. So if Black Americans said, you know what, we're just gonna let it be, guys. Let's not delineate. Let's not come at their necks anymore. Let them have it their way. So when we let y'all have it y'all's way, when everybody got a hand in our culture, the Hispanics, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Africans, the South Americans, everybody has a hand in our culture. What does that leave us? So with us being Black Americans, and y'all are able to adopt our literature, adopt our music, adopt our dance style, adopt our AAV, our language, adopt the way we walk.
Our infrastructure, our
right. So my
inventions,
question would be,
our
my question
land.
is to them. My question is to them is this: y'all, if we allow y'all to be us without any pushback and not delineate, who are we?
Nothing.
Who will we become?
That's what
Do
they
I get to
want.
walk around with
That's
an
a
American
deep
flag and a
question.
Haitian flag? Hold up, I'm not done. Do I get to walk around with an American flag, a Haitian flag, a Senegalese flag, a
Nope.
West African flag, a Mexican flag on top of my a Black American heritage flag? I don't think I can, right? So if we allow y'all to just take from our culture constantly, where does that leave us? And I want the immigrants on this
That's it,
panel to answer
Star.
that, because y'all are
Okay.
benefiting from us, but how are we benefiting from y'all? What are y'all doing to
Okay.
benefit our culture? What are y'all doing to benefit our community? What have y'all done since civil rights to benefit our community?
Simply, or CJ
Okay.
whoever had a problem, go ahead.
Okay. I'll answer the first part. No one is asking you to change who you are. I don't think that was ever an argument. No one ever said that.
You said you
So
had
I
a
don't know
problem.
what
First
that.
of all, let me
I
clarify
said I
something
have
for
no
you, Simply.
problem.
Hold on, Simply. Let me clarify something for you. We never asked. We know that we are not. We don't want to change who we are. But what I'm saying is that other cultures are taking from our culture and making money off of it. And what's the word when you disposition somebody in life? Like they're taking from our culture and they're not adding back or pouring back into our community. Our communities are not gaining anything from this. So again, no one's asking to take from our culture. It's just being done regardless. It's being done forcefully. So we allow that to continue to happen, and we don't resist or delineate in any type of way. What does Black America gain from giving our culture away to Mexicans, Haitians, Africans, Chinese? What do we gain from that?
Well, but
And again, I
You
think
don't gain
can
from
I
it.
finish? I just want to. It's not about gaining or losing, right?
What?
It's about
What the
unity.
fuck?
It's really.
My
It's not
bad.
about gaining or losing. It's a balance.
Man,
To
you got to
them.
want to
Meaning, so watch.
To
unite
them.
Hold
with
on.
us.
If I'm gonna mention three
Because they're
things, and
gaining and
you
not
guys are gonna be
losing.
all shocked. If I
Hold
said
on,
right now,
let it talk. Hey, simply,
if I
girl,
said right
you
now,
got some.
They don't want to unite with us Black Americans. Don't take that bullshit from her, fam.
You feel me? All they
You
just do
sound
is
like you
use
from
We're
us,
not gonna
bro.
take
Africa.
it. We're not
They
gonna take it.
used
Let her
us,
finish though. We're not
fam.
gonna
You're a
take
real
Hold
African.
on, Jay. Hold on. Yeah, I know you've been
Yeah.
trying to talk for a
So
minute. Go ahead.
no, I just wanted to say, like, honestly, if I mention how we help with the census and when it comes to education, that's a benefit. That's a benefit for the entire Black community, right? It is. So
how do
if
you
you
help with
decide,
education simply?
all right, let me tell you this, okay? If
You think y'all
I gotta
smarter?
jump in on that
hold
one.
on,
I
no, no,
gotta
no,
jump in on
I'm
that
not
one.
that. I'm not arrogant like
I,
that. So here's the thing:
bruh, I gotta jump in on that one.
in the medical world,
Hold on, Jay.
right?
You next.
We
Jay,
know,
my bad. Jay, I've
we
been doing you
know,
bad, bro. It's
we
your
know
turn
in
to
the
talk.
medical world, the least represented people are the Black community, which means that a lot of time it is in the best interest that we have more Black doctors, and Africans
Let me
have
pause you for
provided
a
that.
second. Let me pause you
Many,
for a second. Let me
yes or
correct
no?
you. Let me
But now,
correct
if you
you.
don't want to see
Hold
it,
on. No,
now
no,
if
no,
you
no,
want to see an
no, no,
African
no.
doctor,
The
that's on
answer is
you.
no.
Listen, black nurses.
The
Don't even
answer
talk
is
shit.
no, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to educate you. Y'all come up here with no experience
Address that.
because y'all think we are all black and we have the same exact experiences, and our experiences are completely different. And I'm going to tell
Please.
you why
Boy,
having a
can I
Nigerian
address that real
doctor
quick?
doesn't benefit me.
There's an ad lib. There's an ad lib in the back.
Can I address that real quick?
We just had an African lady on TikTok on her social media that just lost her job because
Yeah,
she
but
went
Jay,
online and said
Jay, you up
upset and
next.
said we should not even treat black Americans.
Exactly. They give us false treatment.
Hold on.
Well,
Go ahead, Jay. What you got to say?
My name's Jay, man. I'm from Oakland, man. I'm FBA, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? AI, my Florida brother, man. What's happening?
What it is,
Okay.
but I'm chilling.
When she said that any African immigrant, because I've been watching them, they all say the same thing. I come over here to help my family and my people over in my country where I come from. So basically, you like the Asians and any other person that's in a black American community taking your money out of the community and sending it back overseas. That's not a benefit to us. That's matter of fact, that besides you paying
You
taxes,
stealing. You
that's not
defrauding.
Exactly.
You stealing,
exactly.
goddamn it.
Stealing
They
our
have openly
resources.
said that. Like the only thing I'm over here to do is to get money. So basically, you saying that you openly leeching, just period. Another thing I wanted to address. Another thing I wanted to address is these people are narcissistic.
Very,
Like if
very.
when you talk to them, right? So you had these black women that say, "Hey, I had a terrible experience. These people disrespectful. These people pulling my edges out. This and that." The only responses that you
not
get
the
from Africans
edges.
is the CIA, it's jealousy, it's xenophobic. Oh, you're just being divisive. It's never them.
Mm-hmm.
It's never them. They never say, you know what? I've only seen a small few say, you know what? My people do be on some bullshit. Another thing that lets you know about the mindset of Africans that really just turned me off for years. They've had several derogatory names for black Americans. Several. They've been calling us a kata. They've been calling us Jareer. They've been calling us slaves. They've been
Mm-hmm.
saying this. This ain't nothing new. This is something. The movie that you brought up, AI, that movie happened in like the 90s.
What
They've
movie I brought
been
up?
the one with I think it was you or somebody else with Wesley Snipes when I think it was when he was, you know what I'm saying, hustling, him and his brother, and they met up with the Nigerians, and he like, man, I can't do business with a kata.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
Wesley Snipes was like, what is this Akata shit you
Talking about
keep
Sugar
saying?
Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, cotton pickers. So they've been saying this. Like this has been a known thing. Black Americans, the only thing that Africans can say, oh, well, we was in elementary school, you called us a African booty scratcher. That's the only thing that they
That's
can
all
say.
they can say. All they can
But
say.
the adult Africans have had derogatory names about Black Americans before they even came over here.
Mm.
So they been
Mm-hmm.
had a mindset where they looking down on us. You know what I'm
You
saying?
guys just
And
make
when
up
they
these
say
stories because
that,
that's not what happened.
That is not making
well,
up
Yes, it
stories.
is.
You're just
That is
lying.
what
You're
happened.
a fucking liar.
So Oh my God,
Yes, it
you
is.
heard
That
the
is
real
bad.
American. Who's using the F word just because
I'm talking
they're
to you
not
because
emotionally
you're lying.
intelligent?
That's all you
Because you're not
Africans do is
emotionally
lie.
intelligent.
You
Who's talking
guys
right
love
Hold
to
now?
on.
you
Wait,
guys love to act like victims and just lie on us, bro.
wait,
Like,
who's
shut
talking
up.
right now? Who's talking?
Oh, the real Andre.
No, oh, go ahead, brother.
No, the
I don't
real
think you spoke
African. He
yet.
sounds African.
No, you didn't speak
What?
yet. Wait, hold on, brother. Go ahead, brother. Tell me your name and where you from.
I'm Black American, born and raised in South Carolina. All I gotta say is that they just love to use us. You know, they love to guilt trip us. You know, and they're just a bunch of blood sucking leeches, man. You know, and I'm just fed up with it, and you know, it's time for us to do something about it. You know, so
Okay.
that's
Thanks for inviting me onto your forum. I would just like to say, as a Black American who comes from American slave freedmen, my name is, I'm from Georgia and Alabama, that I didn't think at first that Africans were liars like that. It took me a long
Oh
time to come
wow.
to, to come to the understanding
Most of us did it. We didn't even have
that
to do
they
it.
are
Y'all are
complete
not
and
serious.
utter
Y'all not serious
liars.
with
They
that.
lie about everything, and they like to project their own incompetence onto us. And the way they've done that is by compensating, by coming to somebody else's country from not being their own. That makes me feel good. So it is narcissism. It's
Because
narcissistic
I'm a
personality
narcissist.
disorder on steroids. Just like white
I
people,
bet you don't even know what narcissist
they've
is.
learned. I know what narcissism is now. I am
Or
a
define
Christian.
it instantly. Define it instantly.
It's on my page. Look on it.
Oh my goodness.
Nah,
Look
she
See,
on
got you,
hey,
bro.
see,
it.
I'm dealing with. Listen, I'm dealing
You're a
with
narcissist.
literally
If you were
estrogen
all that
energy.
great,
I'm
you'd
dealing with
still be in
estrogen
your own
energy.
country.
I
You come
am.
over here to our
I
own.
am
You come over here
literally
to our
dealing.
country,
AI,
eating up our
can I
hard
get
work,
a chance to speak,
and then
please?
talking shit.
Wait, he's not there
Okay.
yet. Go ahead,
No,
Tuan.
go
Go
ahead. No,
ahead,
I'm
bro.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
You
Go
good?
ahead.
Okay.
She said she said instantly.
All right. So who else? Who else got something to say before simply? Because simply
Yeah,
he might
yeah.
push you back. Go
My
ahead.
bad. I forgot who the is he here anymore? The guy that asked the question before I left. I
What
forgot his name. I forgot the brother's name.
was his question?
He was
He
basically
was
saying
asking
like,
how we been what have we done to
Oh,
progress
Starboy.
after the
All right, hold on.
yep.
Let me. Hey, PZ, I'm gonna drop you real quick, brother. I'm gonna let Starboy come in real quick so he could, he could speak up. Go ahead, Starboy. Go ahead, come back on so they could address
I'm
you. Go ahead. You could go ahead, talk.
yeah. So when he was asking like how he was basically saying he's basically saying
Yeah,
like
I got you.
what
The question I asked was, if we allow all of these other communities to take away from Black American culture, heritage, to take away our essence, what is left for us? We can't carry a Haitian flag. We can't carry a Mexican flag. We can't carry an African flag. We have a Black American heritage flag and an American flag. So what is left for us if we don't delineate?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I was
So
gonna say,
when
no
he
one's asking you to
Wait,
change who
hold on,
you
hold on,
are.
hold on,
That flag is
hold
dope.
on. CJ Mo. Go ahead, bro, because the question you was gonna answer. Go ahead.
yeah, so when he asked the
All
question,
right,
I
King
actually
AD, I'm gonna holler at you. Go ahead.
yeah, so when he asked the question, I didn't really understand it at first because before that question, I was mentioning how there's only like 7 to 10 million African immigrants in the country, and I can kind of understand it what he was saying, but at the same time, you're not really relinquishing this culture or having it be taken advantage of by African immigrants. They're the least minority that actually take advantage of these things. It's actually white people or white teenagers that take advantage of the biggest commodity we have, which is rap music or hip hop. They are the biggest consumers and the biggest leeches of that.
That's not true. Nigerians specifically are coming over to America. Like Wale, he's a rapper. I just found out he was Nigerian the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Shabuzi,
Burner Boy.
Nigerians specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna even get a smoke to all of Africa right now. I'm gonna say specifically Nigerians because they're very calculated, they're very smart, and they're very deceptive and corrupt. They are coming over here and saying, "I am African American. I am Black American." When they know they're very intelligent, they
Brother
know
was scamming. You brother was
they know
Nigerian
that
was
that's a
They're
scamming,
lineage.
man.
scammers. I was in
Wait,
England
so
and I
was
saw
Wale?
them
Hold on
do
one
it.
Hold on.
second.
Well, hold on, hold
Yeah,
on, hold
let
on, hold on
Starboy
now, hold on
speak.
now,
I
hold on.
saw them do it when I was in
Wait,
England, so I know what you're saying.
Mo, are you done?
No, because I'm trying to figure out what like he's saying. You're not relinquishing your culture to him because
Did you not
I'm
just hear
not
what I
trying to figure.
said? Let me say that for you again. Let me go slower for you.
Go ahead, bro.
Nigerians specifically, just like Mexicans have been cosplaying us, Chinese people have been
No,
cosplaying us. White,
Yeah.
1 second, stop cutting me off, please. 1 second, I'm about to
Yeah,
land.
we just had a nigga
White
cosplaying us. What's his name?
YT Americans have been cosplaying us. The difference between them because we're delineating, we cutting them off too. But the difference between them and the Nigerians is that the Nigerians are cosplaying us and they are identifying as us. They are saying that they are us and that we are no different and that we have the same lineage. And what that's going to do is eventually, if we don't push back, eventually they're going to be saying, well, we deserve part of the reparations too.
Okay.
You know what? Okay, one second. This
Are
is
you
really
done? Are you
basic.
done?
Okay.
Can I
Well,
speak on a
hold
reparations?
on, let me respond to that real quick. Not only that, but the problem is, like I told you, Mo, the proximity is too dangerous because you're so close to us, you look like us. But then again, when I ask you, what did you come to America for? What's your agenda here? It's not us. So that's the dangerous part. And then when you guys get into politics, we elect you because you go off of the idea that you are us, and that's
The
what you
black
proclaim.
code.
So you don't say, hey, I'm a politician. I'm from the Congos, but I've been here for a long time, and I'm gonna represent Black Americans. You don't lead like that. You lead by saying, I'm black. I ate collard greens when I was a jit. I went to school. You lead with trying to make me believe that you're one of me. But then when I say, oh yeah, they gotta be one of me. You get in office and you don't do shit for me.
Well, so are we talking
They
about
think
like
we're
The fact you
specific
stupid.
go
They think
against
we're
politicians?
dumb.
everything that's for Black
Wait,
Americans.
hold
They
on,
think we
hold on.
Obama, we didn't like
Hold on,
they
Obama
think
hold
we're
on,
either.
hold
stupid.
on, hold on, now, hold on. Y'all calm down.
They
Hold
Hold on,
think we're
I
stupid.
wanted to add to what you said. They
I'm not
pretend.
stupid.
Wait,
I
hold on, hold
know.
on. Y'all can add, y'all can subtract, whatever. But let's see, Jimo. I want to
I
hear what
was
he has to say to that.
I was responding. They matter of fact, they go against it. Not only do they just not do anything that we try to do, they go against it. Just like the Target boycott. Black Americans have been sticking with the Target boycott. But who do they have as a
No, they have
spokesperson
not,
for
bro.
Target?
Wait,
Yes,
hold on,
they
hold
No.
on, hold on,
have.
hold on, Jay.
Why would we do
Wait,
that?
hold on. Sejmo, I need you to talk. What do you
Okay.
have to say to what I just said? Let's
So
focus on
and
that.
so in a specific example you gave where you were saying like a politician because the highest they can't really be president or anything like that, so they could probably be like mayor and elected official. If they're coming into that community saying that like if they were an immigrant from like Africa or Asia or anything like that, and they're saying they're representing the black community, and they're doing that, but they're actually a wolf behind sheep clothing. I'm not surprised by that at all. All politicians do that. That's why you see white politicians going into churches and all that stuff. Do I think
Right,
it's
but
disingenuous because
Go
they
ahead.
look like us? Yes, but it's not like it's something I don't expect from a politician.
Okay, so the problem with that is we have a fight here that's very political as Black Americans. Our fight is political. We don't got time to be playing those games. You know what I'm saying? We really don't. And we don't have, and the thing about it is, you know us the best because you are here cosplaying as us, like acting like us, listen to our music, blending in with us. And we're thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you got our best interest. But when you come in, you don't. It's a lie. See what I'm saying? Or if
Exactly.
when you come in here, you set up towns like Little Haiti. You set a town like Little Havana. You practice group economics amongst yourselves. Like the example someone said that is an African, is an African who said that she only hired Africans in her shop. So not
Haitians be
only
doing the
are
same
you
thing.
hold on. So not only are you acting like me, not only are you benefit of being associated with black, but you also, when it's time to share, you're conservative with your
With
own
all due
kind.
respect,
But not just
AI.
How
Hold
much
on,
more do
hold
we
on.
need to see from these
Sir,
people to get it? Like,
sir,
I don't really.
wait, hold on. I call that stealing, sir. You're stealing because I'm not doing nothing in Africa. I can't get those same resources that you got from being around me from what I got from Africa. How I benefited from Jamaica, Haiti. What we got?
Okay, I hear what you're saying,
A
brother. But
headache.
listen, you
Yup,
gotta
a
understand.
headache,
But
Can
stress,
I say
let's
something?
stress,
add
a
in
lot
the,
of
we
A
missing
stress.
an
headache.
Wait,
important
hold
context.
on. I'm gonna let everybody respond in order. Starboy next, then Twan, then the real,
Yeah.
then Jay, then Simply. We're gonna go from top to bottom.
Okay.
Or I'm mute.
I was gonna say everything you said was 100% right.
Lando, who's delusional, man? But go ahead, CJ.
I was saying the only context we're missing from that whole everything you said was perfect, but one thing we're missing is that not only do they pretend to be us to get into good favor with America, they go against us behind our backs with white America. They sit up there and say, "Oh, well, I'm Nigerian. My culture is different from theirs. I'm not like them. We're more conservative. We're more family oriented.
We call that
We're more
hopscotch.
focused on,
They
you
hop
know what I'm
back and
saying?" And then
forth.
when their kids come around us, they pretend to be down with the culture, and when they go back home, to this xenophobic environment where they are taught to avoid us and not to really be dragged down by us. So it's all a tactic. They're being very tactical with everything. So yeah.
But
Go ahead,
you
Twan.
have to admit,
Wait, hold
black
on, hold on, hold on.
politicians are
We're
all
going in
like
order,
that.
brother. Twan, go ahead.
Politicians. I'm talking about just the average Nigerian
Hold
American
on.
citizen.
Let Twan go. Go ahead, Twan.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for inviting me onto your forum, and hello to everyone who's here. The objective ideology of all of this is white supremacist ideology. Black Americans have had to work for everything we have in this country, and every single time we've come up and fought them back, they come up with some kind of subjective excuse to lower us down. When we were in the Reconstruction phase, where all those black people were building all those towns and cut our illiteracy rate in half, and we're in Congress, like PBS Pinchback, they had to come with all these fucking white fucking peasants from fucking Ireland and Italy to try to come back to us. It's the same thing with these black people from all these other countries. These people have not worked and earned anything in their countries. They come over here to compensate with narcissism to feel better about themselves from running from where they came from. That's all that
Amen.
is. That's all that is. When they say they're better than somebody else, when black Americans are innovators, we've created, well, over 50,000 patents. We are top culture phenomenon. All of our music is fucking wild worldwide. We are fucking freedom fighters. We're the reason they can come here. They don't have anything other than to
The
try to
most
use
copiedest culture in the world. Ain't
whatever that
nobody copy
bullshit
nobody more than the
to try
Black
to
American.
feel better than somebody else. So them coming over here talking all that shit, it's just them trying to feel better about
By
themselves. And I'm not
themselves.
trying
They
to
can't
and
compete.
I'm not trying and I'm
Stop
not trying
swearing. You can
to
get your.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I'm
brother.
gonna say what I want to say. And what I'm saying is that that's what it is. It's their own narcissistic personality disorder. And they learned that from white people, by the way. And it's their own incompetence because they come here and they try to compare themselves to Black Americans who are tens of millions against their 5 million, trying to say that they're doing better than somebody when we have more millionaires than their entire population. I come from Rossboro, Georgia. I come from nothing but successful Black people.
Mm.
I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. That's all
Mm.
I have to say.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Twan. Appreciate that, brother. Sigmo, go ahead.
Y'all hear me properly since I got 2 bars or something.
Now I hear you.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm having a hard time understanding is you keep on blaming African people specifically for the reason why our culture is being so diluted and being taken advantage of. But when I said that they're not the ones
Hey,
taking it,
listen. I go down the list. I said Africans, Haitians, Jamaicans.
oh no, I'm not talking about you. I was I'm sorry, I can't see his name. Starboy, when he was saying the culture and all that stuff. I was telling him you can't blame 5 million people or between 5 to 10 million people for the reason black culture is being exploited. I'm telling him because it's white people that exploit it the most. They gain the most. Specifically Jewish managers, they gain the most and spread all of that stuff to different parts of the US where they won't be affected by it, but they'll see these impoverished black communities be
And then, sir, that's not the argument. And then what do you do on top of that? What do you do on top of that?
What do you mean what do we do
Hold
on
on, hold
top
on,
of
hold on,
that?
hold on, hold on. What do you do on top of white people extracting our culture? What do immigrants do on top of that?
What do you mean? So they also take advantage of it. I agree,
So what are we doing here?
but I'm
Oh,
saying
well,
you can't
they took
blame
more
like
of the
five
We
pie.
million
dealing
They
with,
only
people,
with
took 2%
black
of the pie.
people
We
who
got to
look
be
like
mad at
us
them.
with a white mindset.
but you can't
Basically,
blame 5 million
you
people
just said
for
it.
taking
We
advantage of
dealing with
something.
So hold on now, nigga. My bad. Hold on, Sigmo. So you're trying to say just because it's not a lot of y'all, we don't need to be focused on y'all? Is that
Well,
what you're
no,
saying?
because he's saying so. The example I gave earlier, because what I'm trying to get to, I don't remember. I don't know if you remember the question I got to was like, why are we trying to boycott these small businesses that aren't even the majority in our neighborhoods, even though they're like small owned and in the black community, when there are thousands of other like places where we take our money, but they hate us. They don't want anything to do with us. They don't even want us in our stores. That's the question I was trying to get to.
Go
Because
ahead, Starboy.
those
Go ahead.
communities that we support, don't support us. When we support African businesses and Caribbean businesses, they support other African Caribbean businesses. They don't pour that money back into Black America. I just want to know, why is it such a problem for Black America to build their own community? You guys have built your own community. The
I didn't
Haitians
say
have
that
their
was a
own
problem.
community.
Who are these people
The
saying we
Chinese
are? They're
people,
playing games in our face, bro.
hold
I didn't say that was
on,
a problem.
Twan. Hold on,
Not
Twan. The
asking you.
Chinese people have their own community. Japanese Americans have their own community. Korean, the list goes. Every community, every migrant in America has their own economic community. Some of them have such big communities that they built towns. I grew up in D.C. We had a whole Chinatown. You go to New York, they have the Jewish towns and things like that. Why? What is the big issue and friction for Black America? It scares y'all so much for us to say, you know what? We're delineating. We're going to build our own community, our own economic. You know why? Because y'all want to be in the club with us so bad. Because when y'all look around, you realize that if we take everything away, Black American influence, y'all ain't got nothing, and y'all have to stand on your own culture, and that should not scare you in America. Y'all are scared to stand
Okay,
on your own ethnic identity in America, and that's what that is.
but
I
Starboy,
wish
you're
I had a pen and
factually
paper
wrong
so I
because
can.
most
All right.
African businesses are in
My bad, Jay. My bad, Jay. I accuse you. Go ahead, the real Andre.
businesses are in Black communities.
Go ahead, Andre, the real Andre.
I just want to say, growing up with Gullah Geechee parents, they always warned me about immigrants coming to our, country and ruining our culture, like just try
There
to,
you go.
make us feel like we don't really have a culture, you feel me? So they try to, in a way, belittle us, and just like Starboy Boy said not too long ago, how we're not the only ones that's going through this, in Brazil, there's a lot of immigrants going to Brazil and to those Black Brazilian communities. Even in Canada, a lot of immigrants is going to those Black neighborhoods and stuff like that, you feel me? So hey, you feel
Can
me?
I
So
speak to?
that's a lot of evidence just to show that we're not the only ones who's going through this. So it's a damn near worldwide problem, So yeah, that's why I had to add in.
Can I
Hold
answer
on, all right,
AI real quick?
brother. No, we gotta let
All right,
Jay. Jay got to speak. Then you can go, man.
oh, I was gonna respond to.
Wait, hold on. Jay, it's Jay turn. Go ahead, Jay, brother. Jay Keita. All right, well, he getting that straight up. Go ahead, Simply.
Side note, that's one of the dopest flag that's ever been made, and that's not even the FBA flag. Y'all should have got that as an FBA flag, not the one with the red,
Black
white, and blue.
Heritage Flag.
I know that. I know that. That's what I'm saying.
Flag.
It's nice. It's
Hey,
not your
Jay,
flag.
go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
Okay, so the reason why I brought up Target, right, was because he asked a question about people looking like us and being counter, and that's just one example. Black Americans have been boycotting Target. They absolutely have. When you see blackface in there, a lot of time it's not us. Essence Fest used Target as, and it was as their sponsor. Now they have Kai Sanat on cover pages promoting Target. That's one of the examples of somebody looking like us but moving counter to a demonstration that we're making against a corporation over here. That's just one example, and that's a small example. That's not even big. So imagine us dealing with these people, these white tea people, for reparations, and you have people looking like us, have been educated in school, so now they're talking like us, but they have a mindset like, yeah, I'm not them. So, but at the same time, I'm going to act like I'm speaking for them. I saw somebody on one of those radio stations, and he was like, "Well, yeah, I don't think black people should get reparations." And then when they went further, like, "Where are you from?" "Oh, my mother and father are from Jamaica." How do you? But he went to college and he got a degree, so they brought him up there, and he's speaking out against something that Black Americans are fighting for. Why? Because it's not going to benefit him, and he knows that.
So let me make this point real quick, Jay. I appreciate it. My bad to cut you off. I'll make this point. So let's talk about the Haitian Revolution real quick, because this is a point I like to bring up about the Haitian Revolution. They did something right, God damn it, for the first time. So the Haitians won their war with the revolution by first cutting off the heads of the coon class. See what I'm saying? So that's everybody who didn't agree with their agenda, that looked like them. But their heads was cut off first quarter. That's what they did first. They didn't worry about their oppressors first. They didn't worry about the French first. They worry about who the hell was closest to them first. And they dealt with their ass first. Then they moved on to deal with the French. So I wanted to say that real quick. Jay, was that it? Oh, you had something else to say?
It was beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on ahead and land, make some room for somebody else, man. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everything you're doing. Y'all on the panel. Have a good night, man. I'm gone.
All right, brother.
Good
Appreciate it.
night.
I'm not trying to get no good relationship with the Haitians, bro.
That's all I dated, bro, was Haitians. All I dated was Haitian
No
girls.
wonder. See,
Go,
one of the
go
girls that
ahead.
comment said
And,
it.
and guess what? And guess what? I
Mhm.
know exactly how they are for real. They be prejudiced in a motherfucker. But
Hey,
go ahead.
but
Hey, Pig.
Anyways,
Pig. What was my last girlfriend? Pig, he in the chat right now. But go ahead, Simply.
yeah, most Haitian girls have beautiful high cheekbones. Just wanted to share that. But listen, I just wanted to say to a Starboy to respond. Listen, as an African, I want to be very clear. We're not asking Black Americans to go back to their quote unquote roots. So a lot of the conversation we're having is not about African Americans. It's specifically to this new group, the FBA. So African American is not a conversation to be had at all. You built so much. I get it. If we're talking about African Americans, you've made incredible progress, and your place in American history is honestly very powerful, and and it's permanent. So you should not leave your country. Oftentimes, when we have conversations with people that want to go back to Africa, it's not to go back permanently. It's to have a piece of the pie, and that piece of the pie is because we already know the white team man is in our community. So if they can be there, why can't you be there as well? That's the main reason. You guys don't understand this. You guys think everyone's against y'all when in reality it's not like that, right? And
Well,
then
you back up 1 second.
I have ADHD. I do talk pretty fast. Go ahead.
So you said something about the white T man is in your communities. Where in your community are they at?
In Africa, back home. So this is what I'm referring to.
So wait, hold on. I'm
They're
trying to
there.
understand. So you come to
Yeah.
America where the white T man is at. You benefit, then you go back to Africa to do what exactly? Not stay long?
No. I'm saying, responding to Starboy. Starboy said basically, why would they change anything about themselves? And I'm saying a lot of the conversations we have with like Africans, African Americans, or Pan Africans is, hey, you could buy land back home because white tea people are already doing it. You might as well too, because they're already in close proximity amongst us in our community. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's an option. No one is trying to tell you to go back to Africa. You made a lot of investments here. You should never change that. No one's.
Who get what you
No, I'm
mean?
talking about y'all. I'm talking about African Americans. They made a lot of investments in America, so they should not go home.
Wait. What do you mean made a lot of investments in America? We from America.
Yeah, well, when I say investment, is what you fought for. That's what I'm referring to. That's the investment I'm referring to.
Where else is there for us to go?
Africa is the second option. What's wrong with Africa?
Why won't you go?
I am. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Thank you so much. So we're here
Hold
because of this thing.
Hold on. See, I want to make this point real quick. I caught you. Ma'am, this is half the problem. Y'all don't think this is our home. That's like I'm in my house. I invite somebody to my house, and then they start talking like some. Yeah, so
the white man is in Africa.
What do you mean?
The white man is in Africa. We are saying
no. What I'm trying to unpack why you feel like this is not our house. Do you know where you're at? We didn't. It's not that we invested in America. We built the United States of America. This is. I'll be damned if a motherfucker like this is not our home. This is
not. You know what? I respect that.
Hold on. This is more of our home than it is white people home. It don't belong. They didn't build nothing, and then they weren't here before us. That's like me going to Africa saying, "Yeah, so is this the white man's house?" While I'm in Africa. Come on now, bro. Go ahead.
You guys have been saying that.
Yeah.
Someone already said that. Someone said that we're owned by China. But yeah, listen, all I'm saying, there's space for both of us in another part of your
So why
lineage.
you won't go?
So I am gonna go. I'm just not ready.
Why you ain't ready now? Why you
AI.
No,
AI, I'll answer it.
But the reason y'all coming here is because of what,
Let me answer
because of what we
quickly.
built here.
The reason
Everybody's
why,
coming here because of what we did here.
The honest truth why I haven't gone back yet is because I believe in what is it called? If I'm exploited, I'm going to take full advantage of how I've been exploited.
Whoa,
Yes,
girl, I might
yes.
love
You
you
see what
because
I'm saying?
you're just telling the truth, and I love it because
Yeah, that's a
that's what we're
fact.
talking
Being
about.
here is not going to compensate for the fact that you're not on the
Twan,
land.
spell narcissist
So,
because that's
so
your.
hold on.
Look at look at
That's not important. That's not important. So,
Look,
hold
wait,
on,
but we
hold
gotta,
on, Twan, hold on,
but we
Twan.
gotta be
We'll give
honest,
you time
bro.
to spell it, Twan. Goddamn. Listen.
All everybody comes to America for finance.
So here's what we gotta understand. They have an agenda, and I'm not mad that you guys have an agenda. You just said it. You'll be damned
No,
if
I
you
have an
don't.
agenda.
Hold on. You know how many people came on my panel and said the same thing you're saying? Everybody says the same thing you're saying. Or everybody who's another African has said the same thing you're saying. You come here because you want to extract and get back at the white T man who's not the same white T man in your country, but you feel like this white T man owes you whatever sense that makes. Fine. So what? But what we're saying is you don't need to be nowhere near us if that's your agenda, because you have no agenda of giving back. You have no agenda of helping us. Your agenda is because you are poor as hell. Why I gotta suffer because your ass poor? Why I gotta suffer for it? Why you gotta come to my neighborhoods, blend in with me, take from my culture, and then go back to your home? Like why do I have to be the one who suffers from that? Because your ass poor.
AI.
And that,
And
and
you
that's
So
don't
the
you
and that's the
basically
part.
admit. So you basically
hold on,
admitted,
hold on, hold on. And you don't want to go back home and fix that you poor. You want to fix it over
and
here.
that's it. You answered all my questions. You basically said we don't belong here. The 14th Amendment is not made for us, right? So you
That's
have
what
to
the law
think about
says.
that as well. It's not. It's not. The law says it's not made for us. So who's going to be an idiot and to stick around and be an idiot and say, you know what? You guys are
Why
calling
come in
ICE
the
on
first
people
place?
that are citizens. What is
But
it?
y'all caused this. Y'all caused this.
No, we
The
did
reason
not. The 14th Amendment. We didn't cause
let
the
me explain
14th
it to you this
Amendment.
way.
We
Let me
didn't
explain it
cause
to you
that. It
this
was
way.
already.
to
It was
come
already
here and
there.
posture
Let me
themselves
explain it
against
to you this way.
us
This is why I say
Twan,
y'all
you
instead of
sound
caused it.
fighting white people.
This is why
spectrum.
I
They
say y'all
come here
caused
and
it.
Hold on,
posture themselves against us.
simply, girl, your time is up. You got to get on. Hey, sis, man, what's going on? But I hear you in the conversation throwing that Jamaican flag up in his mother. Go ahead, brother. What's going on? Yeah, see how the niggas start laughing? Hey, they
You
know they
live in
get fucked
Jamaica,
up.
nigga?
Go ahead.
Hopefully.
Hey, all right. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm 21. I'm Jamaican. I moved here in 2020. I also went to school. I finished 11th and 12th grade over here, right? So
Mhm.
first thing I realized,
Wait,
so
wait, wait. What?
I was always a history student, like a fan of history. But when I got here, I realized like I wasn't learning anything about Black history. And I also, even now that I'm out of school, I realize like why when I'm in the class with like the students that they don't really like the Black students that they be in their phones like not paying attention to like what I'm saying, what's going on or anything or
Right.
what um like the teacher is teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another thing, I heard Star
Well,
Wars
goddamn, nigga,
say,
what is your point? Nigga, come on now, hurry up. What's the issue, bro? What is your rebuttal?
listen, this is my issue. I heard Star Wars said immigrants came to America and adapt to white supremacy, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But can he give account of immigrants that came to America and adapt to white supremacy?
Okay, so here's your question. Your question is, how have immigrants came to America and associated with white supremacy? Starboy, can you please answer that question, please?
Yeah, so basically, after civil rights, that was pretty much a battle that was a part of a war that Black Americans have been fighting for a very long time. So it was never our intention as Black Americans to just give up after civil rights. We thought that us being isolated in America, dealing with white supremacy, being classified as non-human or three-fourths less than a human, that getting Africans here and Caribbeans here would help us, will unify us, make us stronger, and we can continue fighting the battle that we have been fighting alone. But that's not what happened. So when I say immigrants make white supremacy stronger, you have a lot of immigrants, not just black immigrants, Hispanics, all of them. But it's really hurtful to see people within the black diaspora come over here and bow their heads to white supremacy and basically say, well, I'm an immigrant. I'm coming over here to work and take care of my family. I'm going to keep my head down. I don't want to get into any trouble. When you ignore the culture and the history of a country that has been so brutal against black people, and you don't get involved and you don't learn about black American history, that emboldens racism. That is part of the reason why Trump is able to do the things that he is doing today, specifically because the Hispanic community, with them holding their heads down, not learning about black culture because they're so anti-black, and voting in our elections now. These people are voting in our elections. These people are running for mayor. You embolden, you elect people based off of emotions and acceptance, not knowing the history of everything that's behind it. So right now we're kind of going back to a Jim Crow era in America, not because if it was just white Americans, white T Americans on the left and white T Americans on the right, and I'm not a left, or I'm an independent, but I'm just giving you an example. If this election only involved white T Americans and black Americans, Trump would not have won. A reason why, and you might be a Trump
I don't
supporter.
know
I'm not
about that
judging
one,
that.
brother.
I don't think that's true.
Give me
I
one
don't know about
second.
that one,
Yeah.
brother.
First off, I'm gonna say
Yeah. Hold on one
You got
second.
to jump with him.
Let me
Okay.
finish. It is true
No,
because
it's not. No, it's not.
it is true
first thing
because
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
say
not
is
true.
hold on.
because if it was only YT American, yeah, right. Let me finish and then you can correct me when I'm done. If it was only YT Americans and Black Americans in this country, majority
Oh,
of YT Americans would have voted for Trump, and the other half would have voted for another candidate, and then
I didn't say.
Black
Maybe I
Americans
did
would
vote
have
for Trump.
Black Americans would have voted for the other candidate. The
I
reason
would
a
have
large
voted for
part,
that
Oh my
immigrant.
god,
bro,
bro.
a
I just need
large
to
I
talk,
would have
reason.
voted for her cosplaying ass. No, I would
It
not
does,
have.
but the point is,
I
even if you
know what
take,
it is, sir. I'm
bro,
not voting for Democrats no more, sir. No.
okay, I understand it. Neither am I. I just said I'm an independent. I'm not voting for anybody that's not offering reparations at this point. I don't care what you are.
Okay.
If you're not offering anything directly, specifically for the black community, I think the most powerful thing we can do is not vote because they clearly depend on our money, our votes, and everything else. And that's why they don't. That's why a lot of these immigrants don't understand the boycott. They don't because they are black and they've accepted being treated a certain type of way by white people. They've accepted being looked down upon.
And we ain't.
They look at us the same way. They don't realize that,
No, we don't do that shit. No, we ain't like
but,
you, bitch.
but they also don't realize
You got me fucked up.
us just removing ourselves from the. They also don't realize us just stepping out of the system economically and politically, how much that will change and hurt the country. The country really needs our votes, whether it's
Yeah.
blue or red. They really need our money because we're like what almost at we're 1.98 trillion now. We're gonna be 3 trillion by 2030. So they need us, and immigrants don't realize that. They don't realize we have soft power.
They don't know who we are. They think we're like them.
They only view power through
They ain't
dominant
did
power.
shit where they came from. And
I'm
they
gonna tell
think we
you why
like
though.
them. This fuck
I'm gonna
off.
tell you why.
We
I'm
ain't
gonna tell
like
you
you.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because immigrants
You had to
they
run,
only
bitch. We ain't
view
run like you.
immigrants only view hard power. The countries they
No,
come
they
from are
losers.
oppressed.
They on
They're
ran
oppressed.
and left their country. That's what that is.
Twan, give me a second, Twan. Let me,
Go ahead.
give me 10 seconds and I'm
Hey,
done.
Twan, hold on.
10
Twan.
seconds and I'm done. 10 seconds
Go
and I'm done.
ahead. I'll
The
give you
reason
10.
immigrants don't know how to view America because America has two different dominating cultures. It has a hard power, which is the white people. They're the dominant culture. But it also has a soft power culture, which is Black America. That influences the music, the food, the entertainment. Like we're the influence of the country. Everything they like, the lack of luxury, the enjoyment is us.
Oh,
And
shit,
so
that means we are the we are
yes,
the
correct. Because influence is more power than dominance. Dominance is like abusive. Influence is natural. And so basically, when immigrants come here, they have a mindset: oh, white people are in control. They're the ones signing my green cards. They are the dominant power. I'm going to do whatever they say. Not realizing Black people also have a power here, and they're bad now. They're being faced with it, and they're being given a choice, and they don't understand why. That's why they're questioning us, like, oh, well, you guys don't have a culture. Why are you doing it? They don't realize we have power.
Mm-hmm.
So now they gotta feel it. They
And
gotta
that's why
feel
they're so
it.
scared about us delineating. They understand. They understand it. That's why they don't
The
want to.
lineage cut them off of everything that our ancestors have had to work for, that they haven't earned. And Black
Love
Americans
it, the
are the
lineage.
only
I
people
love it.
who have
Yeah,
had to.
they're
Black
coming here
Americans
based off
are
of
the
what we
only
got
I'm a
people
Haitian. I
who
love it.
have
I ain't
something.
gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? There you go. We're the only people who have something in this country lineage space. That's why everybody's trying to attach themselves to us. So we cut them off, we tried to be fucking friends with y'all, motherfucker. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna cuss. We tried to be friends with you, and we tried to gravitate you in. And y'all said, "I'm not black, I'm Haitian." I'm like, "Fuck, we know you're not black. You haven't earned that shit. We're trying to help you. You're trying to tell you what these people are like. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking 24 years old, so I'm even that goddamn old. But I know. My great grandfather told me before he passed away what it was, and so they had that whole collaboration of blackness, but that's a mistake because blackness is not a monolith. Black Americans are a specific ethnic group in the United States. We have a lineage and a heritage that is specific and unique to us. We've earned that, we work for it, and other people should not be entitled to it. If you come from somewhere else, you have to work for it. Unfortunately, we have to delineate from you because you have shown us too much disrespect and you're not going to unite with us. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. It's too late
And
now.
I want to make this point real quick before I let Sejamo go and I let Smith respond. And the thing is, we know that you guys can't understand what we're saying because we know that you guys, there's a threat that you might get kicked out. You can't be on the same time that we on. See what I'm saying? Because your consequences and my consequences are different. I might do some jail time. Your ass out of here. They put you on an airplane, on a boat, like an Amazon package, and you getting up out of here. See what I'm saying? So we know that you guys are bondage to a contract with white supremacy, and the contract is you better behave while you're in America, and you better not act a fool. So we can't really have y'all in our vicinity because we're about to start moving forward, and we can't have no scary dudes around like that when we try to press forward because you too scared to go back home and shit. So you rather undermine us than take your ass back home. Can't have that. Go ahead, Sejamo.
No, I mean I would pretty much agree with what you and Starboy was saying, but I'm looking at it from a point of empathy. I mean, like, I can't really like expect a person who came here from a foreign or third world country and is trying to make a living here, but they know that they're going to basically have to turn a blind eye to racial white supremacy. I can't really blame them for that, but at the same time, I understand their position, so I'm not going to hate them for it.
No, we don't hate nobody,
Or I'm
but
not hate, but I'm saying like
we,
judge
we're
different.
just we're just being we're being more strict now. That's all it is. We're just being more strict now with our culture, as we should be. Everybody else gets to be strict with their culture. Indians have a very strict culture policy. Mexicans have a very strict culture policy. White people do too. So we're just saying we done gave out so much, and we're still the last in the wealth on the wealth gap. So I'm saying we're still last in a lot of different things, but we give out the most. It's about time we stop trying to save the world and start being more conservative with ourselves. That's it.
I understand, but at the same time, if you my
Go
bad,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead,
So
Smith.
basically, you're saying like if you can't come and help, like you shouldn't come at all. All right. So what about
I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't come at all, but you don't need to be around me. That's what I'm
all right,
saying. You don't need to be around our
I get you,
culture.
But what about Americans going to other countries to benefit of
They
other
don't
countries
come
and
there with
society?
they don't
Oh
they
my
don't
Hey
come
god.
there eating
Twan,
off
hey
your hard
Twan, be
work.
quick.
Okay, okay, I'm just saying. Y'all come here, y'all get our hard work. Y'all eat off, y'all get all kinds. Y'all go down schools. You fucking get all kind of benefits that's not for you. That's supposed to be only for us. So don't play like we did. Because I have family members that are in Ghana and South Africa. Them niggas have money. They go over there and they get extractions for money. They don't go over there eating off of the locals.
It's
When
I
you
mean
come here, no,
it's
no. When
different,
you
but
come here, no, no,
it's the
no.
same thing.
No, it's not.
Uh,
We don't get your benefits.
okay,
Affirmative action.
look. One
Hold
second.
on. Affirmative action was supposed to only be for Black Americans. The fucking white people and the fucking immigrants took that from us. DUI, they sent them trying to make us fight for that bullshit. They ain't even benefit us.
The
Fuck
LGBT
you and
benefited from that
DUI.
too.
Hey,
Bro.
that ain't even supposed to be for us. Why we gonna fight for that shit? All this shit these people are crawling on the floor and whining about don't even benefit us. That's why we sitting good and having fun and doing the fucking whoa. Yeah, that's it. That's what we doing. That's what we're saying. So, stop playing in our faces. That's all I have to say. Next.
Talking about people come to Jamaica. Ain't nobody taking their ass to Jamaica to stay there,
Ain't
nigga.
nobody going to see
Yeah, we going there. We
Jamaica
going there. Girls are
for the
going there
resorts.
to get rubbed on and get lotion put on them. Guys going out there to watch. That's it.
That's
And we
cap,
going back
bro.
home.
That's cap. That's cap.
There's
What
no
y'all
right or
got
Hey,
that we
wrong with
want to
Black
go to
Americans
Jamaica
living
for,
in
sir?
Jamaica.
I
Right.
ain't never got
And
right
on
back
top of
into
that,
that.
man, y'all are not even fighting. Are y'all fighting something in Jamaica right now?
I mean, yes, but like to be honest, even the government there, like
Y'all
even
are corrupt. It's your people who's corrupt.
Yeah, everywhere's corrupt.
No, it's not even the
everywhere is
people.
corrupt.
It's the government. Listen, this is my own
No, no,
personal
no, no, no,
opinion.
no, no. What I mean
Wait,
by
but hold on.
their people, the government is black.
No, but listen, you gotta understand the
Haiti,
government and in Jamaica. Me personally, that's gonna be the first Chinese territory in this era, if you ask me, because that government is full of
Bahamas
people
too.
who are looking out for themselves. They're not looking out for the people. They're giving out the Chinese to build hospitals, railroads. I think they own half of the port. They're giving the Chinese everything, but it's not the people; it's the government. We have to understand that.
Same in Bahamas.
But that's not. I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. It's their own people who don't have their own people's best
So
interest.
look, like Haiti, right? Haiti right now is being ran by a dude that
A
switched
gang,
this.
bro.
See, that's propaganda. Let me
It's
talk,
a
family.
gang, bro. If we
Let me
being real.
talk, family.
Let him
So it's
talk.
a
Go
dude.
ahead.
Yeah, it's a billionaire named Bulos, right? He just got arrested a couple days ago. He gave his American citizenship up to become a Haitian citizen, right? To evade tax.
Mhm.
Guess where that man from? His lineage is from Lebanese, bro. The man not even black, bro. So he's arrested now. Right now, we find our own fighting Haiti right now. We getting rid of all the, you know how we say coupe tete boule kai, chop heads off, burn houses. Right now, we put them, we get them out of here, get them out of there. So a lot of the, for Haiti, I can speak for Haiti. A lot of them folks that's running the government, they, you know, they use their money and their power, but they're not Haitians, fam.
I'll say Haiti. The only president who I know that I guess had Haiti's best interest was the last president that the U.S. unalived
That's
because
why they unalive them. Correct.
right.
Case closed. Case closed.
Right,
Facts.
but hold on now. Y'all do got a history of other governors and presidents who didn't have y'all best
No,
interest.
it's shiesty, but they was all appointed by the family. Like, like in America, we have they say the Rothschilds and
Mhm.
shit like that. We have a family like that in Haiti too. You know what I'm saying? The
That push out,
Bulos, the
right.
Brants. Brants is not even Haitian. He's from Jamaica. But that man a billionaire and he a white Jamaican and
So, but look how you talk right now. You see how you're mentioning people who are not from where you from, but they're in position of power where you
man, I'm
at,
telling you.
making all taking all the shots or calling
Yeah.
all the shots. As Black Americans, we're saying the same thing. Like, hey, hold on.
Oh, I get it. I get it. That's
Hey,
why I respect FBA for everything you guys fought for because I'm benefiting off that shit. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. It's real shit.
So why is
right.
nobody helping us fight though? I mean, if y'all
Hey,
coming over
I'm
here
not
to
even gonna
leave
lie. Okay,
if y'all
so
coming over here to leave corruption, why not? If
And
we're fighting
the
corruption,
so
why
okay,
are y'all
so
not helping us?
and do you
okay,
know the objection of that
What,
is the
what,
fact that you
okay. Let
won't
me talk
benefit
real
from
quick.
it
Let me
anymore because we
talk.
cut you off.
Hey, listen,
That's what
family.
y'all lying about. That's what
So
y'all sitting
listen.
there crying and whining about. The fact that you ain't gonna benefit, benefit from it anymore once we cut your ass off. That's why
Listen,
you sitting
but
up there
that's
crying.
but hey,
Ain't
listen.
nobody.
Because honestly, Freezy, I feel like this is the belly of the beast. And if we could have defeated it here, if
That's
we
what
Listen,
could have
y'all
I'm
crying
defeated
good.
it here,
about.
I'm
we could
good
have.
when I benefited from it.
No,
What's
but what
yours
I'm
is yours. You know what I'm
but
saying?
Preezy,
Also,
look, Preezy.
it's
What
coming.
I'm saying.
It's
go,
coming.
go ahead, Sigmo.
Go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
I say the point I'm trying to make though is that we in the belly of the beast in America. This is the headquarters of when you think about YT supremacy and all that. This is the headquarters of evil. So
Come
don't
on,
y'all
man. Shut
realize that
up.
if y'all would have helped us finish that war, which we still in the war right now by ourselves to be honest, but if y'all would have helped us in the battle and we could have defeated YT supremacy in America because America influenced Germany and
About
all this
40
type
years
of.
ago. We could have done
You
this
know what I'm
shit
saying?
40
40
years
years
ago.
ago.
Listen,
Don't
AI,
y'all hold
AI,
on,
you smart,
hold on.
brother.
Let me
Hey,
land. Don't
Go ahead.
y'all realize
Let him
that
keep talking, bro.
everything good that we do stretches across the entire globe? So if we would have been liberated here, don't you realize that good would have stretched across the entire globe and
of
liberated
course, of
everyone?
course, of course. But listen though. So AI, you smart. So Haiti was funding a lot of countries that wanted to free slaves, whether we sending spies, giving them money. But you gotta understand, we tried to do it here
But what
too.
changed? What changed?
Listen, we tried to do it here, but the U.S. put a stop to it. Like, hell no, we finna.
But hey, bro, we're not talking about what y'all did.
No, but what he's saying is why we ain't helped in the cause.
And
I
when I
mean,
say y'all, I don't just mean Haitians. I'm talking about all the immigrant class as a whole. Like when
see,
immigrants come over here
Wait,
running
hold on,
from.
bro. Hold on, bro. Someone
Okay.
said that's a lie. Hold on. How you doing, man? What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, I'm Nicole. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm foundational Black American. Now, I just had to come up because I knew he was finna say some BS out of his mouth. The Haitians, they didn't help us with anything. We actually helped y'all in 1804. We smothered y'all weapons, sir. Like, y'all didn't help us with nothing. Y'all still not helping us with anything. I want him to come back so he can hear that. He on teacup.
yeah. I didn't say
Yeah,
we
like,
did. I
come
said we
on.
tried. Don't put
You
words in
didn't,
my mouth. I said we tried.
you didn't try. Try how?
Hey, brother. If you're trying, you're lying, brother.
No,
How
If
did
man,
you're
you
you
trying,
can't.
try?
you're
I want to
lying.
hear.
Listen. Okay, I understand FBA not Latin America, Venezuela, help them boy,
Okay,
Mexico.
true. But
Help them boy.
we're talking about us specifically. So
That's
let
what
me
I'm
get that.
saying. But we
So,
tried, but US
so
put an
let
end
me
to
get
it.
out to the
How
case
did
because
you try?
hold on, because
How?
the goalpost got moved a little bit. When we're talking about why haven't you helped when you got here, not what y'all did or try to do in your country 80, 100 years ago. We're talking about when you got here.
In today's time, right?
Yeah, since you've been here since the
Since
60s,
yeah,
why
65.
haven't you
Listen,
tried to help?
I give back to the FBA community. I'm in a fraternity. I pledge.
Oh my God,
No real
Boule.
shit. Real nigga shit
That
though.
don't say nothing to us about the Divine Nine. They Boule now.
Nigga just saying stuff.
No, this is
Y'all
real
y'all
talk. I give
infiltrated the
back. I
Divine
give back.
Nine.
I'm not a millionaire, but I give back in how how I can. You get what I'm saying?
You
All
go
right,
to
brother,
you go to
appreciate it. Hey,
HBCU,
Smith,
sir.
go ahead, Smith. What you got to say? What you got to say to that, bro?
You're the HBCU.
I'm listening.
Oh, he's
Can't
a
be
listener.
greedy with it. I give back. You feel me? So
Did
I
you go
don't
to the
know.
HBCU?
say it again, brother.
I did. I
You
did.
went to a HBCU.
Yeah, I went to HBCU, Flomo,
No, so
South
we're
Florida.
giving to you. You're not giving to us.
What is it?
Thank you.
I paid out of pocket. I wasn't on scholarship, so it's my money. At the end of the day,
Oh my
I'm not
god.
taking the
We still
FBA money.
educated you. We built the school. We built the school.
Thank you for that.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
I'm
anyway,
tired.
You still went to
again, man,
a
I appreciate
HBCU.
everybody who logged in. We on at 9:30 p.m. every night. Y'all got a good one, man.